Is it live?
It appears to be.
Welcome back to another episode of the Tier 1 Live Thursday nights for the Patriots. I'm feeling a little more Green Beret than normal because my very first team sergeant from Special Forces is here with me, Sean Keane. I'm sorry, Command Sergeant Major, retired. Sean Keane, welcome.
I appreciate it, Brent. That it's correct. It is Command Sergeant Major, so I appreciate it.
I know. I'm just glad you didn't make me say it in parade rest.
Yeah.
On the couch, as always, we have Magnet from Lion Arms. Yay! And you guys probably already guessed it because we started on time. Behind the desk, making it happen, we have the lovely Devin.
Hey, hey.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Let's start this thing out with a toast. Sean, you want to guess what this toast is?
I know exactly what it is.
You already know
Yeah,
it?
It is.
Then let's go.
Here's to us and those like us. Damn few. And they're all dead. Salut.
Let's go. We just got done doing a recording with Sean. You'll get to hear his whole story. Sean, we talked about it a little bit on the recording, but not only were you one of the most professional people that I worked with.
Unlike this.
Yeah. Well, I need to know. Yeah, thank you. You're also one of the funnest guys that I've worked with, and so even. Like I said, the recording is usually pretty professional, but we couldn't even make it through the whole recording without a few jabs.
As it should be.
As it should be. Yes, as it should be. Oh, so what'd you do? 31 years.
31 years.
All in special operations.
Yep.
You were in what they call the Rep 63 program, which was the original 18 X-ray program. I know that's going to be a lot of jargon for some people,
Yeah.
but some people know exactly what that means. When it comes to that, here's an interesting question. It can be whether it be the Rep 63 program or the 18 X-ray program, because the same thing. It is from the streets to special operations. And I know you wouldn't be biased because it seemed like you would be. Do you think that's a good program? And I don't care if it's for the SEALs.
Yeah.
I'll give the Rangers a pass because they need privates, right?
Yeah.
But do you think whether it be Navy SEALs, Green Berets, MARSOC, should we have a program where you go from the streets right into special operations?
Well, I think the MARSOC, well, before it was MARSOC, just call it Force Recon, was kind of their specialty guys.
Yeah.
And the SEAL teams, they're always doing that, generally speaking. You're coming out of
Right.
high schools, going through programs kind of thing. It was with Army Green Berets, Special Forces, is that, at first, I was kind of against it, even though I went through the program kind of piece, because the Special Forces Green Berets you're originally designed to have 4 years military experience before you can even go to selection and be part of it. Because it takes more mature individuals because of the circumstances you're put in. You're the only U.S. Personnel in the country that have to make decisions on the ground.
Right.
So you want more maturity of that. But what came out of the 18 X-ray program was something I don't think people really realized was the level of people coming in there with college degrees or backgrounds and stuff like that was amazing. So they were really pulling some pretty mature guys already. They really weren't pulling too many kids right out of high school. They were pulling guys who had already had experience in life, and that's where people I think were, whether they were expecting that or not, I don't know, but that's what the experience they got out of it. No matter what, anywhere you go, you're gonna get a few sprinkling of turds. That's just life, And I don't care what unit you're in. There's always gonna be a turd. It's just the way life is. Now they're more a higher level turd,
right.
Than the low level turds. But it's kind of one of those things, But the majority of what we got out of that was pretty amazing guys coming out of it,
It's true. I served with a lot of 18 X-rays through my Q course. And the conundrum was, of course, they got a lot of hate. it's just easy to hate them. But what people forgot was, because they'll always go, well, like, those guys, like some of the bad guys, I should say, most, but not all, most of the turds in our Q course were 18 X-rays. Yeah. Again, if you want to, I mean, they're comparative turds, right?
Yeah.
But also, almost all, or at least 50-50 of the best guys in our class were also 18 X-rays.
Yeah.
So it was not a dud of a program at all. And I think you hit the nail on the head when you said they had 4 years. It was meant to be, although this isn't what you were. You came in, when you hear the episode, you came in right in at 18 doing all this. But that is the minority, for a success rate. You're an outlier, to that. But we started allowing guys in. It kind of became subjective. It became something you have to have life experience. Well, what does that mean?
Exactly.
But all the guys that came in a little bit older, 22, 23, 24, those 18 X-rays were vastly better than the whole program.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's actually true. I mean, they came in, guys were triathletes, and like I said, guys were finishing up law degrees and all that kind of stuff out of there. A couple guys out of Harvard, kind of thing. They were really they were above and beyond. And that's what really grabbed.
Yeah.
And that's in all reality, that's what they were really looking for.
That's right. Yeah. We just needed to do a slightly better job of being selective about it. But make no mistake about it. It was a way more of a positive on the community than it was a negative. Let's get right to some super chats.
Hell yeah,
let's get to it. What do we got?
We got Mr. Bjorn7926 coming in. How do unit troop commanders compare to the operators on core operator tasks like CQB, shooting, moving, and communicating? How different does their day-to-day look like compared to the operators?
That's a great question. So we don't have, and you already said that, I believe you said troop commanders, but we don't have officers on a team level at the unit. But when they go through OTC, they're not going through officer and enlisted OTC. I mean, they're going through OTC, so they have to meet the same shooting standards and CQB standards as everyone else. But of course, the irony of that is as soon as they're done with that, they'll have a couple extra things they'll have to do that's more officer related as far as briefing to make sure they can do their specific job. But if you're a bad shooter and the world's best briefer, you're not going forward. You can't command people that you can't do the job. I know that resonates with you as well, Sean. You're always really big on that. So once you get to the unit, they'll probably never go into the house with a gun again. Not shooting targets, whether that be training or real world. So their day to day is vastly different because they are strictly up and out after that. We're going to tell a lot of stories on this podcast. So keeping the standard has been a theme almost all day, and it's been a theme for your whole life. So we're in Iraq, and being maybe it's just a dive thing, maybe because dive teams are almost more SEAL-like to some degree in culture, and that's why pull-ups were so important to us. Or maybe just because pull-ups is just a good... You already know I'm going with this. Because pull-ups is just separates the men from the boys. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But our team loved doing pull-ups.
Yeah.
There's one medic that didn't love doing pull-ups as much. And our rule was we put a pull-up bar by our compound gate, and it's on surveillance video. And when you leave the gate, do you remember how 5 or 10?
I think it was like 5.
Okay, it's like 5.
Yeah.
Although that doesn't sound like a lot. You're in and out of the gate maybe 10 times a day. And it's not just when you just go out, it's 5 pull-ups. When you come back in, it's 5 pull-ups. So you're knocking out 60, 70, 80. Yeah. You can knock out a lot of pull-ups that way.
But it got to a point you're like, do I really need to go out and get this?
Right. Like, I don't know if I need to go check the mail. I'll go check the mail tomorrow. Or like, hey, Sid, you going to go check the mail today? If you do, can you go check my stuff? Whatever it is, can you give me a to-go box? I'm at like 90 today. But we had one medic. What did he just pull it? He just pull the pull-up bar?
He pulled the pull-up bar out of the camera. You can see it was just pull-ups. He was so pissed.
He was so mad at that rule.
Oh, goddamn.
Which didn't help his cause.
No,
it didn't help
no.
his cause. And I don't know why he thought that was going to be the solution to that.
Show a sign of weakness, and man, we will dive into that goddamn thing, man.
That reminds. We'll go to one more. We're going to a few more super chats. I got a lot of stories with Sean, but I got a few more that I want to get to sooner than later.
Gotcha.
What do we got?
So Bjorn, again, any chance of a Jeff Teagues podcast?
Yes, I think there's a good chance of that. For whatever reason, I don't think, although his name's come up, I don't think we've officially reached out to him. But he'd be an easy one to reach out to and a great one, especially with the child rescue work that I've done and the child rescue work that he's been a big part of ever since his retirement. He'd be a great guest to have on. So that is something we need to do. Jeff Teagues.
Awesome.
I have a quick question, Brent.
You got it.
You have a portrait of yourself up here. It's kind of weird because own portrait painted on the wall. You guys can't see it. He's smoking a cigarette. But I mean, if you have a chance to make your arms look good, you should do that. And in his photo, it's an arm looks pretty spaghetti kind of
It's
like.
hyper realistic,
Okay,
Sean.
that is not spaghetti-like.
I'm just saying, man. It's not. I mean, I'm just saying. If you're gonna do something like this, like the guy who's Dave's Killer Breads, he had his arms magnified for that thing. Then just go at it. Here we go. He's pulling it off now.
Hyper
Let's take a look at this.
realistic.
Look at this. Look at that. I don't see a whole lot of. It looks. I don't know. I kind of go more spaghetti on that one. I'm just saying.
Good arms.
Those are deployment arms. That's 3 months.
I didn't paint it.
By the way, can you make my arms a little bigger, please?
You're acting like I painted it. I didn't paint it. In fact, it was a gift. It was a gift. But you're damn right. If I'd have known, I'd have had a little bit of input in that.
Put that arm size. All right.
All right, what else we got?
Oh, we'll do a drum roll for this one. Mr. Brandon Bailey, 9446, proposed to my beautiful girlfriend Nicole last weekend.
Oh.
She said yes.
Okay.
Be on the lookout for the invitations. Outro song, Love Story, Taylor Swift. Just kidding. Real outro song, Dyer's Eve from Metallica for the Patriots.
Dyer's Eve Metallica. All right, I'm torn on this. I want to say congratulations. I want to help celebrate with the crew, the Patriots, and I want to be happy for you, but you didn't propose on a live? You didn't come here and really surprise her on a live show? I'd love that. I'd love that. I'd love a proposal.
I already did it. Sorry.
Not on the live, you didn't.
I'll do
That's
it
what I
again.
want. That's what I know. I know we've hit it big when people are trying to propose on the show.
That's what makes us big.
That's what makes sure. I mean, people love their sports teams so much they'll propose. That's how you know.
True love.
That's I was going to go true love with that, but okay. Some would say Disney has made it big and people propose there. I'm just saying, yes, there is some sort of a connection with you've made it big when people are proposing on.
Build a castle behind the thing, and then they'll. Propose.
Is that what it is? Am I missing a
You're
castle?
missing it, yeah.
Well, there's a White Castle not too far.
I mean, most of your clientele says she'll be all right.
mobile podcast in front of the White Castle.
It's got too far. What's next?
Back to Super Chats. Holy Fook coming in.
Holy Fook.
Holy Fook, here he is. Evening, Sean. Bigfoot or UFOs? Any encounters you can share, and do you believe?
Do I believe? Well, I lived in Montana for a while.
Get a little
in my
closer.
youth. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, bring it in.
Bring it in. You know what I think about
cup
large
the-
black
Okay.
things in my face? Come on.
I know. I know.
Stop drooling.
Bad memories. Bad memories. Bigfoot. Sure, lived in Montana. I saw plenty of Bigfoots up there.
You did not.
Did not know. Not at all. But I will
I'm
tell
all
you this.
confused.
I will tell you this. I spent a little time in Nevada there at the Tonopah testing range.
Okay.
If you know Area 51 out there running around. And, man, I spent about 2 weeks out there running around training. And there's some really weird, freaky stuff out there in the middle of nowhere, man. that I was really kind of surprised. Like maybe there's some weird shit going on in the world.
Let's just get right to the point. Do you
here we
believe in
go.
Bigfoot?
I don't believe in Bigfoot.
Do you think Bigfoot ever existed or just a complete hoax?
I don't think it's a hoax. I think they were just mistaken by what it was.
Okay.
You know, because like I said, I lived in Montana for a while. I never saw a Bigfoot. I thought
Yeah.
I would maybe. You know.
You know, something I think is interesting is when like different cultures, and like we're talking hundreds of years ago,
Yeah.
and there was really no connection to them, yet they have the same mythical animals, if you want to talk about,
Right.
Whether it be dragons or dinosaurs, not mythical, but there would be no other way for them to both draw a brontosaurus. And they're
Right.
like, well, that's they have that down in South America, and it's over there in this other continent way before
Yeah.
the internet existed. Had why is that in both places? So I need you to next time you go down to Mexico, see if they have is there a Mexican version of Bigfoot?
Cuba Libre. Is that the Cuba Libre?
Is that the Koopa Libre? Koopa Libre?
Cuba Libre? Cuba Libre?
I always say it so fast that I actually don't know.
I don't even know
exactly
how I
what
say
it
it
is.
fast.
Sounds like a Mexican wrestler.
Nacho Libre. So close. Yes.
Sorry.
Not
Like
bad.
chupacabra?
Chupacabra? Is that what you're talking
Could
about?
be that too.
Maybe.
I like Cuba Libre.
We need to hop off this subject immediately.
Did you see the podcast from Joe Rogan? Devin, he had Devin Larratt on, the Canadian Special Forces guy.
No.
So he was a Canadian Special Forces guy for I think 16 years, and he was overseas. And there's actually he's from Canada, and he said that up north there's some big people like 9 foot tall up there.
And where? In Canada?
Canada.
Like way up north. He said in some.
You're telling me Canada has 9 foot tall people somewhere?
You can
Well,
look it up.
Well, yes, sir.
well, they call it America's top hat, Canada. And if you ever see the picture, that's a serious top hat.
It
So
is-
it could be a 9-foot guy in that top hat in the pictures. Just saying.
All right. I always
See?
I would. Yeah, oh, there he is. That doesn't make you 6'7". All right. All right.
What about 6 foot?
Guys, you do what you got to do. Do not judge me on this, but for the good of the cause, right? Going on Joe Rogan would be a huge bump to Joe Rogan if I went on there. But you're gonna have a Cansoft guy on there and not a Delta Force guy. The only reason why you're gonna have him on there is because he's gonna say 9 foot. Guess what? I went to Canada and I saw 10 foot tall guys. Come at me, Joe.
You know who he is, right?
Get the invitation. Joe Rogan?
No,
I've heard of him.
The guy that he had on,
No, I
the
don't.
arm wrestler guy.
Oh, he's the arm wrestler guy. I do know who you're
Yes.
talking about.
Yeah.
I met him once at a hotel.
So he was a Canadian Special Forces.
That's right.
Yep.
I was leaving the hotel. I just know him from like social media, and I saw they were having an arm wrestling competition. It's right here in Florida. It was not too far from here.
yeah.
And he stops me and goes, "Hey, what's your name?" And I was like, I didn't say like I know who you are, but he shakes my hand, as you can imagine, massive
hands.
mutt hands, and he goes, "You look familiar." I'm like, I don't know why. And he guessed a couple things. Like, no, that's not it. And we just parted ways. But yeah, he actually met him.
Great
before.
story, Brent. Great story.
I met him.
That was awesome.
Oh yeah,
That was a great
have you met him,
story.
Sean?
I have not.
Okay.
But at least I would have lied and give a little more upbeat, that kind of thing. Man,
Oh,
just-
I'm not
we
done with the
shook
story.
hands. You
No,
looked
I'm not done with the story.
Oh,
We
sorry.
were still shaking hands when he was like, I guess there's nothing. And then I continued to grip harder and harder, and so did he. And I was like, oh, I'm only halfway done. And I went full strength on that, brought him to his knees. He's like, you should arm wrestle. I'm like, nah.
What's the town in
Better
Afghanistan, or is it? I forgot if it's Afghanistan or Iraq. What's the one where they say they see big people?
Afghanistan. Never seen it ever. Been all over that place. Sean used to be on 2 and 3 week journeys all over the hinterlands. I don't want to speak for you. Tell me about any giant experiences you had in Afghanistan.
Never had any kind of giant human being.
Yeah,
Never met.
experience.
I've never met anyone from Afghanistan who's met a giant. I'm so tired
He had
of
one.
that. Who?
He had one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You know what? I met 2. Get me on Joe Rogan.
Ooh.
Do what I got to do.
Yeah.
At this point, do what I got to do.
You better start arm wrestling now. That picture doesn't do you justice. So
All right. Here's a funny story. You know what happened right after that picture? We were on the rooftop in a certain country, and a bunch of guys that I don't know, they look like Russians.
Is it a skinny arm picture you're talking about?
We're in the same country, and we had a partner force next to us, and whatever. At some point, like an hour after that picture, I got into an arm wrestling competition with one of the little brown guys. Here's what's worse: you see how massive my arms are in that picture, as you've already noted.
Yes, sir.
This guy's a normal looking partner force guy. I thought I was gonna break his arm like immediately. Like, what's that? Over the top. I thought I was about to go over the top on this guy. Retard strength. I'm starting to struggle, and I get overcome with fear. Going, I cannot lose.
Can't be embarrassed here.
If I lose, I can't go back to work. Like, I have to resign right
Did you
here.
change your grip?
Oh,
I watched this movie.
Wrap it over the top. Over the top.
Out of absolute fear,
Oh, man.
I beat that guy. It gave me the strength I needed. I was worried for a couple seconds. That felt like an eternity. Anyway. All right. Is that a better story for you, Sean?
That was better. That was
All right.
At least you ended well on that one. Thank you. I was going to be
He beat a
embarrassed.
retard.
Sean's been judging me my whole
win.
life. He's like my dad that I've just never been in. Are you proud of me yet, Dad?
Was the first rule number 1? Don't embarrass me. Don't embarrass the team.
That's been told many times in my presence. All right. What else we got?
Holy Fook came in with a 3-banger back-to-back. So second one from Holy Fook. Sean, Glock or Sig?
Knew it.
Yeah, this is coming up. I have a Glock and I have a Sig. Whatever's in my hands, my favorite weapon.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Do you sit or stand to pee?
I stand all the time. Sometimes I stand on top of Brent.
And have you ever pulled your taint?
I have never pulled my taints, but I've heard the story. Have I not pulled my taint?
When's the last time you rode a mechanical bull?
It's been like 3 days.
He was in Mexico.
Mexico, man. Right of all time, man.
Real bulls in Mexico, Brent. Okay.
Thank you for your answers. Those were all questions Brent has on the pre-qual questionnaire to have a guest on the show. Outro, Modern Day Cowboy by Tesla.
All right. Well, it's got it.
And Holy Fook with his third. Brent, you're looking at Bigfoot the wrong way. He is the world champion of hide and seek and has perfected his craft. What do you have to say to that? Outro, again, Modern Day Cowboy by Tesla.
Got it. I mean, and if you look at it through that light, yes, he is a master of his craft. If that is true, I know that's a joke, but this is the serious part about it. That always, at some point, when you play hide and seek long enough, you're gonna die hiding. Okay, you're telling me we've never found a set of bones that would match a Bigfoot-like creature. I have a problem with that. So. I can't believe it. But apparently I haven't gone north in Canada far enough because there should be 9-foot skeleton bones from the descendants of Goliath.
And those should be easy to find.
It should be easy to find. Should be easy to find. All right.
Alrighty, just another 11B. Aloha all. It's payroll week and I'm broke, so this is what you get. $20. I think that you have a set of panos that you could pawn off, buddy. Just kidding. Don't do that. Oh gosh. Daniel Hayawazi, 2054.
Yes. Yeah.
Sean, did you go to Brent's Green Gray team room?
The old Green Gray. I heard about this story.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which again, but the backstory is he didn't go to mine. I went to his. That was one of the first team rooms I would have ever been into SF, and the story, because his episode won't come out for a few weeks more than likely, but I did have a very short stint with another team, but I didn't do anything with them, so I don't really consider them my first team. I didn't do a J set with them. Didn't go to combat with them.
Was Mike your team commander?
He was
Mike R?
Yep. And Chris G.
Yeah.
As a player.
Yeah.
And so I quickly hopped over to the dive team, and so which Sean was the team sergeant of, and so that's he was the first leadership intro I got into special operations and special forces particular, and yeah, SF's one of those things. It's like hey, that's my little brother. Like I can pick on him, but you can't pick on him. So there are some stories out there. There's some SF guys that we're not proud of. I don't believe we hold the standard completely as we should as a community. Unfortunately, that's just being honest.
Yeah, as a community, you're absolutely right. Yeah.
However, and I've said it, I've been to some pretty high up places, and still to this day, some of the best people I ever worked with were Green Berets and in Special Forces. It's an amazing place to work. Some of the best missions I ever did was in Special Forces, and that's why it was important for me to make it over to your team, because I knew that's what I trained for. I trained, and I joined after 9/11. I went through the Q course. I trained expecting to work with a particular caliber of guys, and your team were those guys. Like, I was not disappointed with that experience. So
Good. There's
thank
good,
you.
solid energy in that team, man. Some of the best guys came out of that team.
We still got a group text for all the studs on that team. I keep in contact with you guys more than I keep in contact with guys from my old unit.
Yeah.
It was a special team, and we did a lot of cool stuff, including that trip to Jamaica that we took. That'll be
A story later on.
A story later on. All right, what else we got?
We got Holy Fook again. I wanted to say thank you to both Magnet and Lion Arms and Just Another 11B on helping me procure some quote-unquote things before the new quote-unquote pew-pew laws change here in Colorado August 1st. They have been great to work with and done an amazing job. Modern day cowboy Tesla.
Oh man, modern day cowboy Tesla. Again, Holy Fook really wants that one. Sounds like he's gonna get it. Here's an update. I'm sure it'll come up here in a little bit. So I had to re-upload the Kyle Morgan episode. Is just the bane of my existence right now.
We don't like
So
Kyle.
yeah, so Kyle Morgan went to OTC with me. He's kind of a big name in the tactical industry. Owns Blue Bearing Solutions. He was going to be guest number 2 on my show, and this was early on me doing my own show, doing my own editing, figured it all out. I accidentally deleted his whole episode, like it never happened. And so he comes back months. He lives in North Carolina still.
Yeah.
He's in the area. Comes back. We record again, and they make fun of me, as they should have, for deleting the episode. And now YouTube deleted the episode. I wake up this morning, and Nick is like, "Hey, just so you know, YouTube deleted took your episode down." I hate it. I really don't understand YouTube. You can't talk to a person. They just give you a fairly generic thing. Sometimes it's not that generic. Sometimes it is. I believe it got taken down for the promotion of cigars, which is actually technically a prohibited item. So I'm in the wrong every episode that I promote those. But they've never given me a hard time yet. But lately, I put a picture up when I do it. It has a bottle of bourbon and it shows pictures of cigars. And I think I made it too easy for the algorithm to find me.
Yeah, to catch.
To catch me. And so I had to take that out and then re-upload it. So if anyone wants to know what happened to the Kyle Morgan episode, YouTube deleted it. I've uploaded it by taking that out, and
That thing was at like 30,000 views, I think, at one point.
it was crushing.
Climbing.
It was crushing, but we'll see. So if you guys can go back to that episode,
Watch
give it a
it.
comment and a like, watch it for a little bit, and get it back in the algorithm for me. All right, what else we got?
We got Lieutenant Dan finally catching my second live. Here's 20 for some course banquets. Have y'all considered interviewing a trucker? Much love.
You know what? Maybe not for a recorded episode, but I think a trucker would be like a 20, 30-year vet trucker in the guest seat. Do you know what kind of stories they have?
Are you
Gotta be
looking
some good ones?
Are you talking about like a trucker, like semi-trucker? Or are you talking like a trucker like in Iraq and Afghanistan was getting blown up kind of thing?
No, I'm talking about a trucker here in
Semi-trucker,
America
got it.
dealing with lot lizards and
Yeah.
the law. And,
I know an owner of a company.
You know,
I mean, I do.
oh, okay.
He's a trucker.
Well, is he going to tell me about the finances of his company? I'm looking for stories. I'm looking for stories, Magnet.
You think that you start a company, you just hire people to, you have to do it first.
Not always.
Not always.
Oh, you guys are rich.
I'll have you know, I'm a thousandaire.
Yeah.
And I don't know why we don't use that term. You know, but you have to be in the millions to have a term. Millionaire? Okay. I am a thousandaire.
Not me. So you're rich.
What else? What else we got? I'm done bragging.
We got Josh Hendricks. Have y'all been keeping an eye on the new Florida governor race? Who do y'all want to win and why? Great live. Have some beers for me.
Thank you. So Sean was in politics for a little bit. You ran for mayor. So do you still keep track of Florida politics and local politics, or not after that?
I do, because apparently people think I have knowledge and influence. So they contact me to who I'm looking at, kind of. But I try to do my best because it's so toxic at times.
Yeah,
man. Whether the left or right side, they're just gets so toxic, man. It's just like, hey, man, relax and think about the common sense rules. But they don't want to do that. If the right side wins, the left side just wants to beat them for just a beating kind of thing, you know. So you're involved with the politics going on right now. So with the new governor race, it's going right back to it kind of thing. So I'm following it a little bit, just because unfortunately I kind of have to now because I'm being pulled more and more and asked to run again for mayor.
Okay.
Which I'm kind of pretty busy right now, so I'm not really looking to run for mayor again right now.
I'll tell you, we had Jay Collins on the show, which is a Green Beret.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of him, not just because he came on the show, and not just because he's a Green Beret, but those are two solid reasons to like him.
Yeah.
But he's a lieutenant governor.
Yeah.
So if you like what DeSantis is doing, then wouldn't you want that continuity? It seems pretty logical to me. I haven't seen a lot about Fishburne, another Republican in the race. I know a lot of people like him. I saw one clip of him recently that actually made me go, hold up, maybe we should be looking at him. I know this sounds like a silly thing to bring up, and it's not silly, but it's not popular. But what he said is right, and I'll mimic him. You know, there's like street takeovers and all the riots that happened on the beach, and he said in an interview, he's like, hey. Someone asked him about him. He was like, well, yeah, we have to stop him. We have to stop him. I was down south just like 2 weeks ago, and we had a whole gang of like electric bike and teenagers on their bikes go right in front of me. I had to slam on my brakes without plowing into them. And you know who was just following them nice and slow and quietly, doing nothing about it? The police officers. And they just run across a 6-lane highway and screeching tires to not run over them. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why aren't we doing anything about it? And so Fishburne goes, I have one observation that I can't pretend like I'm not seeing it. Almost all of them that's doing this is young black children. And we need to do something, like the black community has to come together and help stop this. And immediately people called him a racist and they don't like what he said. But you know what? We all see the videos. We see it. He's not wrong. And if you want to solve a problem, misidentifying the problem will never solve it. Yeah. And he had the guts to say that. Yeah. And I appreciate that.
I think especially coming from a military background, you're not racist. You're let's identify the target. What is it? Describe the target, and so with that. Whereas people have a chance to avoid it. Like I had some of my son's friends were in a car one day, and he's trying to describe someone over there. And I was like, "Which one?" And he goes, "This guy." Goes, "Are you talking about the Asian kid?" He goes, "Well, we can't say that." I go, "Why not? He's the only Asian kid there. Just say, hey, he was the Asian kid. It's just that easy."
It's not a negative thing.
It's not a negative.
It's just
a description. That's all it is. But people get wrapped up around it, man. It's like, dude, just relax. We're just describing someone, man.
Right.
Yep.
Like I said, my biggest thing isn't to point out the faults of the black community. It's not to be racist and it's just like you said. It's just factual. It's insane. I want to fix problems. Most people want their community to be better. And if we don't properly identify a problem, we'll never properly identify a solution. And he had the guts to say that, so I will give him credit for that.
Yeah. So I've been watching the Patrick Carr show. He's an Orlando guy.
Okay.
And it's a great podcast. He had the OPD, the chief on. And they were talking about the downtown, how downtown's gotten, and it's gotten terrible.
Oh, downtown Orlando is atrocious.
Oh my gosh, terrible with all the fighting and all that.
Yeah.
And the bars over there have to pay a certain fee every night to be open past 12 to pay for a police officer, but the police officer doesn't stand in front of their bar. They're paying like almost like a toll for them to be in that area, and
Sounds
it's crushing downtown because
yeah.
they're not paying for one single officer to be in front of their place.
Right.
They're paying for an officer to be in that area, and each bar has to pay for that.
Sounds
And
very
it's-
mob-like for
Yeah,
security.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah, I don't
like
know about
that.
that there.
I don't like. Doesn't sound pro-business. That's for sure.
Get some ground truth on that one.
Yeah, let me tell you, and you've been here a long time. I grew up here. That's not the way Orlando used to be. Downtown Orlando was super, super fun. I loved going to downtown Orlando in my 20s. Always had a good time.
But think about who the mayor was before. Buddy Dyer's been the mayor for 20 years. He's not rerunning now for mayor.
Yeah.
So Buddy Dyer's been the mayor for 20 years.
Well, sounds like he's part of the problem. But again, it goes back to really the Fishburne story as well.
Yeah.
I can tell you, it's not kosher for me to just come out and say exactly what the problem is. But I will tell you, there's been a demographic change, and that doesn't. And I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say.
That's definitely here in America, man. America has really gotten revolved around, we can't say directly what it is. We got to beat around the bush and kind of thing. And I mean, you don't see that in Europe as much anymore. You see that very much. Like in Ireland, Ireland's sparking up pretty good over there. What's going on?
Yeah.
And they're coming
Crazy.
directly into it. They're not putting up with it. But that's not. It's just a lot of people come from outside the country.
And the same thing, someone's going to look at this, someone's going to clip it somewhere down the road, someone's going to go, "Oh, I don't know, that show's racist because they said this or had these things," and they won't see everything we said, and and that's just not true.
Right.
It's an observation.
That's right.
Look at it.
Absolutely. All right, what else we got?
We got Marco Cruz. What kind of shampoo does Sean use? And does he like hot Cheetos? Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Really, it's not really a shampoo; it's the conditioner that really sets it apart.
Oh,
to be
wow.
honest with you, I spend a lot of money on my conditioner when I travel. You don't get these curls like this for nothing. You can buy any shampoo, but really focus on your conditioner.
What do you use?
What do you use?
Tell the people.
Pantene.
Pantene
Straight
Pro
Pantene.
V?
Yeah, straight
Really?
Pantene. Nothing fancy, man. You
I
don't
thought
need
you were
fancy.
more of a herbal essence.
Nope. Doesn't hold the curls well. It gets too heavy.
All the curls well. Okay.
That's the same condition.
That's the same you use on his beard, but it goes straight.
What is going on here? Can we get back to a different super chat immediately, Devin?
Of course we can. Do whatever you want. The crew table just showing some love. Thank you. And then we got Right Wing Nut. Hey, buddy.
Right
I didn't
Wing
know
Nut.
y'all were having Sammy Hagar on. Sweet. Welcome, Sean.
Nice.
Thanks for your service,
Well
bro.
done.
Let's just go through the list. I get Sammy Hagar. I
Okay.
get Nickelback. I get Shaun White every once in a while. What is the other one I get? I get Carrot Top every once in a while, and that one too. But usually Sammy Hagar's when I had more shorter hair, a shorter style. Then there were just more Sammy Hagar at that point. And I have a mezcal brand, and he has a tequila brand. There you go.
That's right.
That's right.
Got that
you
in
go.
in common.
All right, Run TSRR. Really appreciate all your lessons taught this past 2 days and the fantastic instruction. Please continue the great work.
You're welcome.
Okay.
All right, Girl Dad 13. I ask every live, Sean, favorite Kid Up song. Also, just got my
good
Cloud
question.
Defense Rain 3.0 lights in. Cleared my 2-story house in 2.8 seconds. Blinded both dogs. Ma-in-law fell down the stairs, but the house is clear. Cheers, boys.
Nice.
Love
Nice.
it. Love it.
Favorite Kid Up song?
Favorite Kid Up song. Do you-
Favorite Kid Up song? Oh man, that's a tough one there. It's been a while since I Kid Up.
Yeah, you know
You
what?
know?
What's a little bit unique? Let's go back to Beijing for a second. We didn't
Yeah.
really have a kit room because we had a great place, but all of
Yeah.
our rooms were big enough that all of our kits
were
were
sitting inside.
in our room, so we
Yeah.
didn't really have a common area to kit up at.
Yours was 3 Shades of Black. For
Three
a while.
Shades
Yeah.
of Black in Syria sure was.
God, I
Love
can't
that
even
one.
remember what my favorite Kid Up song.
I can tell you back then that rotation, mine would have been "Descent" by Fear Factory. That one still gets me going.
You know, it was a good one when we were in 06, 07 Iraq. We used to love that song. Everybody else didn't like it. It just came out. God, I can't remember who it was, man. And once I figured out who it was, Remember that? It kind of starts off kind of slow and it winds. It gets builds and builds and builds.
Sing it.
I can't. I'm trying to sing it. I'm trying to sing it right now.
Hold on.
You know what I'm talking about.
High pitched voice.
Kind of.
All right. If you can think about it later.
We'll come back to
let
that,
me know.
man.
Okay.
That's a tough one, man. That's really because every time we have music be pumping, someone else has something pumping. You know, so it was never consistent.
Gosh, I'm trying to think of. It's not the song you're thinking of, but there is a song. I got it.
What is it?
Is it Lazy Eye?
Yes.
Is that the song you're
That's
thinking of?
Lazy Eye, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who sings that song? Does anyone know the song we're talking about?
I know what you're talking
Okay,
about.
go back to the super chats, and I'm about to play the song, at least a little bit of it, just for old time's sake.
Because what's the significance about it is that it's a slow buildup, right? Like you're getting your kit on, right? And
Silver Sun pickups.
There it is. Slowly building your kit on, getting ready, and then it just starts going at it, man. I just love it.
All right, as
Yep.
we have some
There-
background
here it
music
is.
to
Hold on.
set the
Here it is.
mood.
That is. Oh man, what a memories that song.
I don't know if it's gonna be loud enough.
Oh yeah, there it is.
And that's why I said, hey, does it have a
does.
high pitched voice?
Kind of.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I was just listening. That's on the way here.
Were you really? I haven't heard that. I haven't thought of this song
For
in
a while.
so
Yeah.
long.
It's in my YouTube loop.
I can still smell the building in Beijing.
Yep.
I can still remember watching you mop the floors, like dancing with the mop on like Saturday mornings.
Loved it, man. And then it goes for a bit, and then it gets like, bam, gets heavy. You
Yeah.
know, it's like awesome.
It does. All right, we'll get this. It gets more heavy. It gets more heavy.
It's
but
heavy.
All right, what else we got?
All right, right wing nut back in. Sean, do you ever do any training at Fort Polk? I live 10 minutes from there.
I don't. I really don't do. Man, I know Fort Polk well. I don't. My life has taken a different route than Brent's route than in life. So most of my time is actually spent. Most of my time is spent in a little town called Mitla, Mexico, outside of Oaxaca City. I work with my maestro mezcalero for my brand Oaxaca Agave Mezcal. So I am like the only. I'm told the only gringo apprentice mezcalero in Mexico. So that's what I do now.
You're two super chats too soon for that. We're getting there.
Okay.
We're getting there, Sean.
Oh, sorry.
All right, Iceman, get that 18-wheeler trucker talking about seeing the black dog. The guy worked 26-hour days at the ball busting factory just to go work his second job at the concrete drying facility. I think that was just clarification on the
Okay.
trucker that they were asking for. Wiley Coyote.
There he is.
There it is. Sean Mezcal
Oh, wow.
con Gusano sin Gusano. I'm going to back my bro and go Tesla modern day cowboy.
Oh wow! All right,
Right on.
all right. Do you know what Cohen? Of course, it's either he's saying with or no, but Gusano,
Can't wait.
Gusano, Gusano, Cohen Gusano or Scene Gusano,
What, a single sono?
Gusano.
Yeah.
Magnet, do your job. Let's find out what that means.
The worm in the tequila. Gusano.
Oh,
So Gusano, so it's not actually a worm, it's a larva. And the larva itself is a...
too late. We figured it out.
Yeah. Is you don't really do it in mezcal anymore. It was more of a marketing gig for the Americanos. So they would put it in a bottle, kind of that. And but I am going to do in time, once our brand builds up more, we're actually going to do a traditional style and actually have the larva in there, have the worm in there. One time kind of thing. It's kind of a cool old school thing.
Where
But I
can
have
they-
run across quite a few of them when you're harvesting agave and you're crushing them or cutting them up for when you redo the cook. You'll see them in there, and you pull them out of the agave plants when we quarter them.
How about a gummy worm?
We've had plenty of gummy worms down there too. Not really, no. In Oaxaca City maybe, but not out of Mitla. Yeah, you get whatever you
I
want.
just
in Oaxaca
sweeten
City.
it up a little bit. The
sure
bright
would.
colors.
Throw it right in fermentation, it would change everything.
Change everything.
You get a special bottle. That's a special batch right there.
Yeah, you know I got a sweet tooth. I know you know I have a sweet tooth because you used to sneak Oreos into my kit where my magazines should have been.
I thought it was honey bunnies.
Honey bunnies.
Yeah.
It's the Oreos were snuck underneath my pillow.
Yeah, that's what it
actually
was, yep, yep.
Yeah, going to bed at night. Finally, after a long day in combat, putting your head on a pillow to hear a crunch. Take your pillow up. There was a sleeve of Oreos from your teammates that are trying to get you fat because they know you're better than them.
Did you eat them?
Yeah, I ate it. Yeah.
That's why his Green Beret can't fit anymore.
It was on just fine. And I'll also let you know this longer hair adds a little bit of girth to my head.
Sure it does.
I didn't start a show to be made fun of by my friends, I'll have you know.
Brought up the Oreos.
You do it to yourself.
Didn't someone send us like a giant box of honey buns from the States? Mm-hmm. That's right, yeah.
Sure enough.
That
All
with-
right.
With the alcohol, too.
All right, let's get to the questions that make me look better. I need it.
We have a nice laundry list of shout outs from the crew table. Are you ready for this?
Yes, yep. There is. And by the way, crew table. Yes, I absolutely saw all your messages on Patreon, and did not forget about you. So I love that you're here in the super chats.
Alrighty. Shout out to my beautiful and very pregnant wife,
Oh, wow.
Devin. Double shout out because she has my name. Love that. Send my love. Shout out Tyler. Shout out to Brandon Darby, Michael Bissett, Adam Oliver, and all the folks at Air Care.
Oh, wow.
Flight Nurse Shay. Also my mom's name. Double shout out there.
That's crazy.
Gage Crew Table. Shout out to all the paramedics. Shout out to the equal skill, equal risk, equal pay for every flight medic in the nation. My hero, Brett Sims, Kaylin, Brian, Cassie. Love y'all.
Yeah, he was bringing up. There's a pay disparity, between medics and flight medics and various things, and he's of course the first responder community. It's really, I've always thought medics, paramedics have been kind of been the redheaded stepchildren of the first responder community. Like firefighters always get all the praise. Cops do a lot of good work and dirty work, and everyone hates them just because 1 out of 100 will write a speeding ticket every now and again. And I get that. But why aren't paramedics in the medic industry put up on a pedestal? Because the only thing they do is just save lives. That's all they do. And I'm not trying to put down others to make them look better, but it's a little more tongue in cheek. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the firefighters are showing up to car crashes that aren't because they have to. They're not necessarily doing anything there. There's not a lot of fires outside of New York City that happen all the time. They have a fairly decent work schedule. It's not a bad job. Don't get me wrong. On their bad days, hopefully they're prepared for it. You're really going to want to see them.
Yeah.
But man, paramedics, almost every time, if a paramedic is coming out to see you, especially a flight medic, something really bad has happened, and they're going to have to do something amazing to make your life still be there or better. I just think they deserve more credit.
Well, I'm scared of flying, and they haven't came and see me yet.
Yeah, well, you haven't been hurt. You haven't tripped over your beard
I'm
yet.
still scared.
Yeah, give it a few months. You'll be tripping over that beard.
Alrighty. Gooch Parmesan. Brent, are those your legs or the chickens you rode in here on?
There it is. Don't you worry about my legs. These legs have deadlifted over 500 pounds and squatted over 500 pounds. And you know it because I did that at your base in Afghanistan.
I didn't actually see you do it. It was on the board.
It didn't get on the board because I didn't do it.
But I believe there was a certain individual on that board that was beating you.
Stop it.
The whole
Okay.
time. The whole time.
Who was beating them?
No one beat me. That's the crazy part about it. And I almost broke my back because of a really bad joke. Go ahead.
So the commander at the time, Zach, put one of our security guard guys on the list of what they were lifting.
1,200 pound club was what it was.
Yeah, and it was he kept changing the numbers and kept putting the guy's name on there, and Brent was getting all upset because we had our Afghanistan guard beating them, and actually it was Zach just changing the names the whole time. He was like, "God dang it!" So he was busting his ass just to get to beat this guy, and the whole time it didn't really exist.
Yeah,
Pride to hell of a thing.
I mean, I know it's going to sound bad, but it's the truth. In 2011, according to the 1,200 pound club. At one point, I saw it. I saw all the Green Berets before me, amazing men, I'm sure of. And I said, when I show up there, and I do this almost every base, I was like, I'm going to beat that. It'll take me a few months, but I'm just going to train just for this and beat that. And at one point in 2011, I was the strongest Green Beret in those three events to ever come through that base. That's true. Is that not a true statement? I don't know why you're hesitating. Because you're trying to make fun of me. That's a true
I'm not
statement.
trying to make fun of you. I'm older now, so I don't remember that as much, but I'm sure it was. If you say it is, Brent,
Well,
I'm going to go with it.
Of course I was, because
yes,
I
Brent.
got number one on the board, and then someone wanted to make a joke on me, like you said, and he was massive. He was a massive Afghan that wasn't like cut, but he was muscular, but just full of steroids that didn't
massive
work
dude.
out.
Yeah.
And what was his name? Do you remember his name?
I
by
can't
chance?
remember his name.
So it was like Mustafa. I don't think that's really
that's
bad.
a common one.
Racist.
That's a
really
racist.
That's a really bad
Racist.
Afghan name. I think he
Flip
stole that from the
that.
Lion
Flip that
King.
right now.
Anyway.
That was the Lion King.
Muhammad. So his name's Ali Muhammad, okay? And I just walk in one day after feeling pretty good about myself for winning the record, and there's Ali Muhammad, like 10 pounds heavier than I was. And I was, in the 1,200 pound club, which I think I lifted like 1,380, something like that total. It's bench press, squat, and deadlift.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
And I was like, you got to be kidding me. Not only am I losing, but there's an Afghan on top of the list. And I had just stopped lifting really heavy because I just wanted to do that. And I wanted to get back to normal life and work out on other things. And so I went back to work, and 10 pounds doesn't sound like much, but when you're maxing out, like I didn't try it again for the 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And whatever it was I was deadlifting or squatting, I thought I was going to have a hernia or break my back. And then only to find out years later that I have a bad back now, probably because of that. And it was a joke the whole time.
Do you remember Zach walking in the one piece? He was completely naked almost. He was wearing that wrestling, not even a one piece.
A singlet.
It wasn't a singlet. It was the what is the comedian wears all the damn time? The yellow one, man. He wore that.
Yeah, the
working
banana
out.
hammock or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
We
wearing
had
that
a,
walking in. Yeah.
we had a hoot for a company commander.
Company commander. Yeah.
Company commander at the time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Anyway, that's my story. What else we got?
Alrighty. Oh, Sonny Marbury, making me work
Sonny.
for it. Gonna pull out my inner Drew. Sean, creo que le puedes ganar a Brent en un pulso.
Brent en un bolso?
Do you believe that?
No, he thinks he can beat you in arm
You
wrestling.
think? Okay, thank you.
Does Brent think
Anyways.
I can beat me in arm wrestling.
Sup, fam? Weekly check-in. Brent, if you wanted trucker stories, you should have asked when I was on. I used to own some semis back in the Dizzy.
Oh, did you?
Nice.
There you go.
Alrighty.
Love that.
Right wing nut. Sean, if you could only choose one, 77 grain Mark II Mod 1 or 75 grain Hornady SBR.
Yeah, probably Tobola. That's probably one of my favorite mezcals. That would be the one I would choose.
Go on. Where's the 18 Bravo in you?
Oh God, that's a long time ago, man. I've got so many guns now too. I haven't shot like in a year.
Sean says 75 grain Hornady S for the SBR, and I think that's a good one. But you can't. We're in a win-win situation there. But Hornady always makes good. I like Hornady.
Lewis blew up a gun with a Hornady round. Lewis from
Was it the bullet or was it the gun? Do you know? Is there any way to know for sure?
they had to actually take the lot that they got from the ammo and send it back to Hornady, but it blew up a full auto in front of me. It was awesome.
But to answer the question, do you believe it was the bullet or the gun itself?
Bullet.
Okay. You know that. How do you know?
Because
you
I've
just
been doing this
started
for
working on guns not too long ago. How can you be so sure?
Only 19 years ago. So sorry. One more year I can retire just like you guys did.
All right. What else we got?
Braden Medlin. Brent, have you ever or how many times did y'all put a patrol base in a swamp like we did at Fort Benning?
All right. Next to never outside of phase 2 or SUT. But I'll tell you a funny story about SUT. So, as you're patrolling, you do this, you're looking for, that was a hand arm center for a long halt.
Yeah.
And if you're going to go long halt, like you're going to basically put in essentially a patrol base, like a shorter version, but you're going to strong point it here. And you're going to get in the prone, and it's going to be here a while.
Yeah.
We're walking through like anywhere from chest to nipple deep water in phase 2, trying to get to where we're going. And everyone's looking around, and he was actually a really funny officer, obviously, and I'll prove it. Our team leader looks at the instructor, and he smirks, and he does that. And the instructor goes, "You put him in a long haul right now. I'll give you a go for this patrol." And he just smirked, and he wanted to do it so bad. He's like, "I couldn't do it to you guys, though. I could not do it to you guys." So no, I've never. Even in training, I'm sure you have I'd be interested to hear what you say about Ranger School.
Yeah, we didn't.
But I never really. We got put in some bad places, and even in Robin Sage, but nothing I would really consider a swamp. Some swampy like stuff, but I wouldn't consider it a swamp.
Yeah, I can't remember that. I mean, Ranger School, obviously, Florida phase. You're putting. When we came off the Yellow River, going in, and so once you come off the rafts, Zodiacs, and you're infilling in. And of course, I always have the 60. The skinniest guy gets the goddamn 60. The back goes was the pig, And we're going in, and you're in nasty. It's pretty much like baby diarrhea water, man. It's just that nasty water. It's mud.
Yummy.
And I remember the RI going, goes, "Keane, where's your 60?" And it was down in the mud. And I pulled it up, showed it to him, and I just put it right back in the mud. Because you're just so tired, smoked.
I'm all out of motivation, Sarge.
But we were doing patrol bases at the side of a mountain in mountain phase in Ranger School where you had to lock your legs around the goddamn tree so you wouldn't slide down the mountain. Man, it's like, this is stupid. I'm not getting a firefight right here. This is stupid.
All right. That's a good question.
All right, Holy Fook correcting the record. Devin Larrett was in JTF2, Canada's version of Delta.
Holy Food correction. No one has a version of
Knew
Delta.
that was coming. Crew Table back in. Crew Table is a cooking show for first responders. We travel around the country, drop into places, say what's up, cook a meal, and share their story.
I love
It's pretty
that.
cool. And they did a little shout out to Allegiance Inc. Augusta and Traditional Chuck.
Love that. Crew Table's a cooking show for first responders. Travel around the country, drop into places, say what's up, cook a meal, and share their story. That's
cool.
awesome.
That is pretty cool.
That's awesome. I'll be giving them a follow. Yeah. I love the idea of that. Not a lot of original content, I feel like, around here. And I think there'll be some interesting stuff on that one.
And
why don't you drop in here and cook us a meal? We'll share some stories.
that'd be so cool.
Get over here, Crew Table.
Let's do it.
I've looked at Brent's stove that hasn't been used, so it would be like a first time you get up on there. Actually cook something on that thing.
Xavier Lindoff, my old teammate, he came in and he cooked me a meal. Because he spent the night with me before his show, not you.
I got nothing. Now, I will say I was planning to come stay with you in our original
That's
timing.
correct. That is correct. Yeah. That's why I said that. Give you a hard time about that based off the original plan.
All right, we got quadruple A. I'm just going to call him that for, sake of ease. Brent, would you ever interview an enemy you fought, like a former Wagner Group guy?
Yeah, I think that'd be super interesting. Like I really would. And to kind of dovetail on that, me and Sean were talking earlier. I forget how the subject came up, but something about someone went to Vietnam, and I was like, it's really interesting. Yeah. And I like it when I hear that story, to some degree of old Vietnam vets going back to Vietnam, and I just think that's interesting and be crazy. What's up?
So we were soldiers. They actually took the colonel.
You don't have to raise your hand. Go ahead.
They actually took the colonel general.
Okay.
I like raising my hand.
Okay.
We learned it in kindergarten. I tell everybody got a question, raise your goddamn hand. You go to these group meetings, everybody wants to talk to each other. Goes, no, raise your goddamn hand. Of course. I'll point to you. But they actually got the Vietnamese commander at the time, and the U.S. Ended up being a retired general, talked to each other and went through what they were thinking at that time. But that whole We Were Soldiers went down on LZX and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it was Westmoreland. Yeah. And they actually had a conversation of what the Vietnam guys were thinking and so forth like that. So it was pretty interesting to see,
which made me ask you, that's that would be our equivalent of like going back to Afghanistan. I was like, maybe it's too soon, maybe, but I don't feel like it's the same. Like I have no desire to go back to Afghanistan.
No, or Iraq, no,
or Iraq,
no,
or Syria. I've no desire to go back there. But I think it has to do with more of dirty Muslim countries.
You'll probably get a cheap flight to Iran right now. Oh, sorry. Is that too soon?
Too soon?
Alrighty, Crew Table heard us, and he said, you let us know when, and we'll be there.
All right.
Just built a studio in Tennessee. Love to have you out. We'd have a patriotic fucking blast.
Okay. Is your studio anywhere near Nashville asking for a blonde friend behind a computer?
Not me.
I said behind a computer.
Okay.
We'll be there in October.
There you go.
We will be there in October for quite some time, so doesn't matter. We can rent a car. Mm-hmm. And we are all caught up. We're about halfway. Do you want to do a little ad break while we're at 9 o'clock? Or
Perfect timing. That's halftime.
let's run it.
We are more than makers of steel. We are brothers in craft, bound by purpose and forged in pride. Every blade we shape carries the weight of the hands that built it and the hearts that will wield it. Brotherhood Blades stands for those who refuse to quit. The protectors, the workers, the doers. We forge with integrity, we carry with pride, and we stand shoulder to shoulder with those who live by the same code. Brotherhood Blades, forged in freedom, carried with honor.
If you've ever been to any of my tactical training classes, then you know how adamant I am about the use of white light and the importance of a quality, high-powered tactical light. That's why I use cloud defensive tac lights. You can't hit what you can't see, and neither can the bad guys. Clearly identify your target and simultaneously overwhelm his vision with hundreds and even thousands of lumens. Get serious about defending yourself and your family. Go to clouddefensive.com and use promo code Tier1 to get 30% off your order. That's right, 30%. You won't find a better light than this, and you won't find a better deal than this.
Revenge is an act of passion. Vengeance is an act of justice. Injuries are revenged. Crimes are avenged. Almost a century ago, big pharmaceutical companies re-engineered medical school curriculum and faculty with one goal: putting profit before progress. Anyone pushing back against the medical matrix they carefully crafted was threatened, silenced, censored, financially ruined, or worse. They are the problem. We are the solution.
You're clear to engage. Initial Mike Juliet Alpha. You're clear to engage with weapons. You're clear to engage with weapons.
Talk about here for where he is.
Here at the Tier 1 podcast, we're excited to have Tasty Gains as a sponsor, a company with values that aligns with ours. I take their products every day, 3 times a day. And if it wasn't a product that I didn't take personally and believe in, and a company with integrity, then they wouldn't be sponsors on this show. Creatine helps the body produce more ATP, which is an energy molecule that your entire body runs on. It helps improve your physical and mental performance in all aspects of life. Let's be honest, creatine powder sucks to take every day. With the creatine gummies, you can take them with you anywhere, and they taste great. Every batch is third-party tested, so you know you're getting exactly what you pay for. Go to tastygains.com and enter the promo code Tier1, that's Tier, the number 1, and get 20% off your order.
And we're back.
And we're back. This is usually the part of the episode that Drew says nice things about FRCC, so I guess I'll have to carry the weight a little bit. Oh, were you wondering what cigar this was? This is an FRCC Delta. Go to frcc.shop, use promo code Tier1, get 15% off coffee, cigars, amazing bourbon. I know you're a bourbon drinker. We're gonna share some drinks. I'll drink some of yours. You drink some of mine. Will that be a deal? In fact,
Sounds a deal.
There you go.
There you go.
Little swapperoni.
You're
Well,
done.
do you
Do you have a signed one?
Oh yeah, I'll sign.
Okay.
Do
It's
you
going to cost you.
Do you got one for me?
I do have one for you.
Will you sign it?
I will sign it.
This
Ren.
is a good deal.
This is a solid
This
deal.
is a solid deal.
But I've got for you something very rare, though.
Okay.
It is the limited edition Robin Sage bottle that we've been working on for 6 months.
Okay.
Only 250 made with this leather pouch and everything on it, bud. And so we're going to hand this over to you, Brent.
Yeah. In fact, I saw you bring this leather pouch in. That's awesome. The dagger and crossed arrows. The Green
Show
Beret
us what you
Foundation.
got.
Show me what you got. Let's see if you guys can see that.
So this is
you
in
can. And-
collaboration with the Green Beret Foundation. So
Is this real leather?
real leather out of Mexico. We had
I'll
everything
tell
done.
you.
Yes, sir.
Gosh, it
bottle
smells
we
like
hold for a while.
smells like a fresh pair of cowboy boots.
Love
That
it, man.
smells like.
So I had
I love that. That's one of my favorite smells.
250 of those made sitting in my house, and man, it smells like leather and awesome walking into it. But we have less than that now. I think there's under probably 30 left.
Oh man!
But it's in collaboration with the Green Beret Foundation, so a portion of the proceeds goes back to the foundation.
Give me my bottle back.
What's up? Oh, you want to see the fits in there?
me a
Probably.
bottle.
Mine's a little thicker than yours, so just genetics. So it may not fit
Now
as
I
easy.
feel bad that you one up me with this really cool leather bag. So
Oh, here you go.
look, I also got you something.
That is a really cool pouch,
Yeah.
man. That is
So this
amazing
one,
pouch.
give
Thank
that-
you very much.
Give me that pouch
Thank
back,
you.
though. I do want that pouch
is
back.
An amazing pouch.
Oh man, I love it. Okahan 100% agave. I love it, man. I love the subtlety of it with the dagger and crosshairs as well. You know, it's not over the top. It's nice and professional. Tip a hat to your past, but clearly focused on the authenticity of it and what you're really doing moving forward. And it's not just a veteran product like buy it because I served. No, I mean I appreciate the support because I served, but I'm putting out a really good product because you put your heart and soul into it. I mean, like I said, how many trips to Mexico have you taken down now?
I've done 7 rotations as an apprentice mezcalero, bringing the only gringo apprentice mezcalero in Mexico, from what I understand. So
There you go.
Yeah, there
Where
you
can
go.
they get it?
right now, that Robin Sage bottle, you can only get it online at
Okay.
okahanagave.com. The rest of my bottles you get them online, are mainly Northeast Florida in stores in Dallas, Fort Worth area.
All right.
But you can get them online.
Okahan Agave. OKAHAN Agave AGAVE.com.
Okahan Agave.
There you go. So thank you.
There's your pouch
I know, I
back.
hate to be an Indian giver, but yeah,
I know.
I do want that pouch.
I don't want to hold another man's pouch too long.
Yeah. Well, now I'm going to one up you and give you more stuff.
Oh, and I got
Sean,
gummies.
I know you're getting older and you need all the help you can get. So there are some creatine gummies from Tasty Gain.
I appreciate
just
it, man.
For you, and I do take them, and I do love those things.
Right on.
All right,
Every morning.
we're paying the bills, and
Every
we're also
morning.
doing good things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have no problem, pushing your your mezcal. 1 second, push you. All right, go ahead, because you're not going to let it go.
Sean Ryan gives pistols.
You want a pistol? I go grab one, but as soon as I grab one, they take me off the air. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know.
It's all right. I'm running the cameras. Back off magnet real quick.
She'll save me from myself. But yeah, because I've never walked into a guy's like little personal bar where it's like, this is just my one bourbon. I drink nothing else.
Yeah.
Everyone has a gin.
Yep.
They have a mezcal. They have a tequila. They have a bourbon. They have a whiskey. So I don't expect anyone to only drink my stuff. Well, that's not true. It'd be nice, but I also understand and they don't always have things there that's just for them. I don't drink a lot of other stuff, but I always have the other stuff. Not for me. It's for my friends that come over.
Yeah.
That's what it's
Have
for.
tasting, yeah.
I don't have a bottle of First Responder.
What's that?
I don't have a bottle at the house. I give everybody else the other stuff.
Do you have an open one? Give him an open one. Give him an open one.
Son of a gun. Come here, Magnet.
This is how we get free ones. I'll pass it over.
All right. And now Magnet has one too.
There you
Take
go,
one
Magnet.
down, pass it
And
around.
how long has he's been doing this for a while? This is his first bottle?
I know. I'm actually surprised. Magnet never asked for anything.
for anything, so don't
So
even
the
say
fact that he
anything.
even said that, I was like, well,
Gotta give him one.
you can't say no to Magnet if he's even gonna hint at it. All right. Are we all caught up still, or is it back
No,
to story
sir.
time?
We got a couple chats.
All right.
Which movie would you rather star in? Team America or Tropic Thunder? Also still waiting on Magnet's commercial from Dwazi.
Okay. Would you rather star in Team America or Tropic Thunder? I'll tell you that's a tough one. Team America is just epic, but so is Tropic Thunder in a different way. So do I have to be a puppet to be in Team
that's
America?
the question. Yeah, that's the one
I don't
problem
like
there.
that. I don't want to be a puppet.
Especially if they're going to use those arms. You don't want to do that.
Yeah. Do I have to go blackface? Like which
That is
one
true.
in Tropic Thunder
Yeah.
am I going to go?
What character? I think Tropic
Thunder.
Thunder.
I'm going Tropic
yeah.
Thunder though. I tell you, that was the first time. That was when that movie came out. Tom Cruise was kind of on the tail end of his weird times, and I started kind of being a little bit of a Tom Cruise hater, rightfully so. He did some weird stuff.
Yeah.
And then when he played that character, I was like, I can't hate that guy. That character is ridiculous.
I didn't even know who it was at first. You're trying to figure it out. Like, who
Yes.
is that? And I was like, yeah, that's Tom Cruise. Like,
then that was the beginning, and he's pulled the nose up ever since then.
And if you ever hear him talk about that, he asked specifically for the director, goes, I want fat hands. And the director goes, what? I want fat hands for this. And so they made, the whole prosthetics for his fat hands and then his forearm stuff because he specifically wanted fat hands for that guy. I was like, all right.
I don't know why you know that, but I love that.
Me and Tom, we talk all the time, man. Let you know.
Well, you and Mel, you and Tom.
We hang out.
Yeah. You guys wait for his recording. I'll tell you how he knows.
We didn't see you in JT's movie.
No, I know. I bet you see me in his next one though. But I was about to say, you've had Mel Gibson fix your shoulder before.
That's right. He fixed my shoulder.
Why wouldn't you be hanging out with Tom? That is a true story. Ish. You have to watch the recording to get that one.
Yep. See what happened there.
What else we got?
Alrighty, last one, right wing nut. Brent, you ever think anymore about doing a T1P Brotherhood Blade run for Patreon? Sean, did you get a knife? Everybody else gets a knife. Just saying.
I didn't even get a knife. I didn't even know people got knives. I got a bourbon. You know how many alcohol I got at my house? I got a lot of
Here's the problem. I just cleaned up back here because we've gotten things are a little bit of a mess behind the desk at times.
Look at all these knives.
No, those are not the knives. Well, it's you, Sean. Sean, you want one of those knives?
You pick that one.
I'd give you one of those knives.
I'd take the hatchet. To be honest with you.
But
he's looking for. He's gonna give me his envelope opener over there.
No, I have so many knives. No, I'm not going to give you my. How about this?
See, I don't know. I don't know. I don't
That
feel like
is
this
a
is
tiger
gift now.
stripe, FRCC, FRCC, and Tier 1 knife.
That's a tiger stripe right there.
Yeah. What does besides Vietnam, more our history, what does tiger stripe remind you of? I haven't thought about this right now.
06, 07, Iraq.
That's right.
Your shorts right now.
Your shorts right now too.
We painted our Humvees tiger stripe, which was awesome to some degree. It works for you, works against you. You kind of stand out as the special. Anytime you do something special, you could be a target as the special ones, or if you're really aggressive as the special ones, it says, "Hey, don't F with these guys. They'll stop, hop out, and shoot you in the face."
and unfortunately, that's what we got. It was that because we only rolled in 2 vehicles and they're all tiger stripes.
Yeah.
And they say stay away from the vehicles that are striped and the men with beards. And then that was the kind of thing. You're like, so anytime you're looking to get a gunfight, they're like, there be no gunfight.
Right. It works for you, works against you.
Same way,
Absolutely.
yep.
So there you go. A little tip of the hat to that rotation. All right. Is that? Oh, we got more.
Yeah, we got Gooch Parmesan back in. Brent, when are you going to have Biss on? Andy just posted a photo with him. Podcast drops on Monday. Should be fire.
I'm really interested in that. Yeah, I still talk to Matt sporadically. I'll talk to him about this. And yes, he's talked about coming on the show. He was kind of waiting for his book to drop so that way he can make his rounds, the podcast rounds, and correlation with his book for sales. And I get that because poor Biss lost a lot of money on his first book.
$7 million.
Yeah, off of some bad advice with a lawyer. To go back about the Brotherhood Blades for Patreon, we're talking to them right now about that. So you should, if you join our Patreon, you will have an opportunity to get on that batch of essentially Patreon only Tier 1 Brotherhood Blade knives that'll have the same inscription that we give our guests. And on top of that, have you ever heard of Ares Watch Company? Ares Watch, ARES. I'm trying to get a hold of them for just I love watches.
Yeah.
I don't buy a lot of watches, which is weird, but I look at a lot of watches, and there are certain watches that are on my one day hit it big list.
Yeah.
And I reached out to them, and I was like, you know what? I'd like to do a custom watch and see if we could essentially sell that. And I'd sell that at cost for the Patreon members. Yeah. I have a cool design. I have a cool idea. Join our Patreon. I'll let you guys know what we're doing with that, by the way.
I was looking for, I'm a big watch guy too, and I was looking for a Submariner, Rolex Submariner.
Oh, yeah.
But not with the standard, right? It would be with the fat leather.
You've always done
wristbands.
that, by the way. You've always worn your watch like that.
Yeah.
Why do you do that? Do you know what? Is it a habit?
It's more of a habit, but I think it's for two reasons. For anything with the weapon, I can have a good quick look. Instead of turning my wrist this way, it's more difficult to turn.
Okay.
I could do a quick turn and look at time.
Yeah.
And then for me, it was more slickness. I'd always find myself, when the watch was turned around, it would get caught on something, some stupid
Okay.
shit.
Yeah.
And so that way, I left it more slick for me to roll through, and that's why I always run the watch that way. Yeah.
That's funny. And,
Yep.
and you still wear
And I still wear it
you
that
still
way.
wear it that way.
Yeah. Just habits,
absolutely.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I interrupted you because I saw the way your watch
Yeah.
was. I was like, that's crazy. So where's the watch like that?
To find a good Rolex Submariner, but put it on a leather band, a wide leather band, you know, man, I think that would look really cool, man. But you don't
So he
see
has
that.
a watch kind of like that. And the one sticking point to some degree that we're at, he goes, because that's kind of what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and talk about. I wanted to do like a murdered out Submariner, type look with our design etched in on the back piece, and then a small black face, black everything.
Can you say blackface?
Watch face. Should have said watch face. With our Tier 1 logo in gold, smaller or bronze. We'll figure that out. But on an inlay on it. And he goes, but here's the thing: I don't do metal bands, but I can do some high end like black leather and some other things.
Yeah.
So I'll probably end up doing the black leather, and then I'll just get a metal band, aftermarket to put on it that I want.
I don't know, man. That wide leather band, man, those things are cool.
I know.
like 'em.
I knew you'd like a
that,
wide
dude.
leather band.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. But I like bigger watches. Don't get me wrong. I've seen some big watches. They're just ridiculous.
Yeah.
They can go overboard with that. But I like a little bit of a bigger face.
I thought you'd be more like a pocket watch guy.
I do. I have a pocket watch.
I guarantee everybody's got a pocket watch.
Every
Man.
gentleman should
have
have
one.
a pocket watch and a monocle. Just do it. All right.
Hi, Six's mom.
Hey.
She said they filmed Tropic Thunder on Kauai. Right pick. Aloha from Kauai.
There you go.
And we got Quadruple A back in. Brent just got to ask, is a foregrip good to go if you're using it as a hand stop?
No need for it. There's just no need for it. Use your grip as a hand stop. I don't understand the hand stop thing, and I'm not giving you a hard time about it, but I haven't had one, ever since I was at the unit. And when I didn't have it, it's not like I accidentally moved my hand like way far back or like it slipped on the rail system. You don't. There can be some arguments for it, but as a hand stop, I don't think that would be the good argument for it. So no.
Alrighty, Holy Fook back in. Brent.
He's back.
So when are you going to propose to Devin on a Thursday Night Live? Got to practice which breach.
Oh, holy Fook. Well, you don't have to read all the super chats, Devin.
Gotcha.
You don't have to read them all.
Sorry.
I was afraid that was in my mind as I was saying that. I was like, someone's gonna throw this back in my face.
There it is.
There it is.
Sunny Marbury. Sean, send me an address and I'll send you a knife. I'm embarrassed for you. Kidding, guys. Love y'all. Also, Brent, did y'all leave the HVs in Iraq? I'm pretty sure I seen some that were striped when I was there.
Yeah, we left them.
Yeah, I was up in Beijing area. We left them.
Yeah, had to.
Yeah.
And Dwazi, Sean, what was your nickname on the team?
Oh, that's a good question. I always forget sometimes to ask guests what their call signs or nickname was.
Well, our overall call sign was Mako05. That was
he's
our
talking about yours,
Yeah, I
though.
know, but mine was Surf Hog.
Surf Hog.
Surf Hog. Yep.
Yep, Surf Hog.
That's it.
Do you remember what mine was?
It was
Say Big Papa.
was
Say
it
Big Papa. Say Big Papa.
I was going to say it was a Big Papa.
But it was not. So you don't have to worry. I've been honest about all my nicknames, and I would have had. If you'd have asked me, I would have said I would have had two, especially on that rotation.
Well, you
on
gave
the team.
yourself Big Papa, so I can't
that
really
one never
give
took. Yeah, that one never took.
Yeah,
root.
yeah, I never took root in that one. What was your? God damn, what was your internal one, man? I can't remember, dude.
Shotgun was one of them. And that's because we hit an
right.
IED. We started clearing. I didn't have my iPro, so I covered my face, and so I got the nickname Shotgun for a while.
That's right.
And of course, Princess.
Princess too. Yeah,
was one.
That all comes back. You remember when we hit that compound and we all threw flashbangs and we ran into all the flashbangs? You don't even remember that, do you?
Is there more than just the flashbangs?
No, it was just a flash. It was the main problem. We were going into the entranceway, right? And then only one guy was throwing a flashbang, but we guess everybody thought they were the one guy. So like 5 or 6 flashbangs. were flying over
that's
it. So
yeah.
it was like,
yeah.
what the hell?
We did, for some. Do you, when we start all these stories? Do you remember the time? Do you remember the time we hit a target that was not?
Yeah.
They
They're
looked
going.
like enemies, and they saw us, and they ran back in the building like they were enemies. But they ended up being someone different. Who were they, Sean? And how did we figure it out?
They were the Iraqi police. It wasn't us doing the hits. It was the 82nd, and we're flying with them.
Okay, right,
Three of
okay.
us hopped on the bird, flying around with them, and they, I guess, suspicious activity, whatever. They landed the aircraft. You remember the distance we had to run from the aircraft to get to the compound? They had barbed wire, and the 82nd guys get wrapped up in the barbed wire. We're like, Jesus, just go around. Someone's got to lay on top of the barbed wire so we can walk over you to get to the goddamn compound.
That was the beginning of. We should have known then. That was God trying to keep us out of that building.
And we went into the building, and they started finding a bunch of plate carriers with
And we're
plates
like,
and all stuff. Like,
Oh yeah, hold on. In fact, we're actually excited about that.
oh yeah. And
We got weapons. There's AKs. There's plate carriers. There's
they have flex cup out front. Everything.
there's police
Police.
uniforms.
There's police uniforms. Yeah.
There's a lot of police uniforms.
They had to come back and apologize. Sorry. Gotta
Pick
fall
up,
off.
no. Sean went and picked this guy up and then brushed him off after he was all dirty and said, sorry about that.
Sorry about that, dude. you're doing good work. Slap me in the ass.
America. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we did that. We accidentally hit a Iraqi police station once. But that's what are you gonna
That'll happen.
That'll happen.
happen.
That'll happen.
Hit a battalion commander.
We hit on a much better planned mission, and this is one of the crazy things. One of the craziest things I've ever done. I don't think I've ever talked about this on a podcast. Is one of the craziest missions I've ever done wasn't in a Tier 1 unit. There's no doubt the craziest mission I ever did was in Iraq with 1-5 with our dive team, and we get a mission to go snatch and grab a battalion commander, an Iraqi army battalion commander who they knew was dirty, but guess where he was living? On an Iraqi base. We landed the helicopters inside the base with no coordination.
Yep.
Because we couldn't. Because if we coordinated,
Leaked the Iran.
you'd have to coordinate it with him. He was the base commander, and we landed the we were on the
2 CH-47s, 2 teams, 2-team hit.
yes the 47s.
Yep.
And we ran through a whole Iraqi army base, thankfully unopposed. Because we had to consider, hey, what are we going to do if they see armed men land in the middle of their base and start shooting at us? Which is a crazy thing to wrap your mind around. Are you going to return fire? At what point do you return fire? What point do you protect yourself? Do you kill them because they don't know any better?
Yeah.
Like it was a tough one.
It was a tough one going into it. And I think that's the time you threw the flashbang in that guy's chest. Was that not yet the time?
No, that one was okay.
Flashbangs
All right.
coming back
I
alive. And it bounced off his
all right.
chest.
No, that one, not that. Okay, that was not that one.
Okay.
But I did do an oopsie.
Well, he was coming out. You didn't realize that he threw it in.
No, that was a little bit different. No, I think Jason did that at the guard shack.
Yeah.
At the guard shack. Okay,
Yeah.
that did happen with Jason.
Yeah, okay.
What I did was Chief said, hey, let's not stir up this hornet's nest for all the things we just said.
Yeah.
So like, do not shoot unless you absolutely have to, and wait to the very last second that you have to. You can absolutely defend yourself in case something, to save your own life, absolutely. But be a little bit judicious at sending rounds. So I hit the ground. I ran. My job was to secure the guard shack, which we knew reasonably, like the house wasn't too far from the guard shack. They're armed. They're up. They're supposed to be pulling security.
Yeah.
By the time I got to the guard shack, the guard is sprinting to the guard shack. And when I look at the guard shack, it's well lit, door open. There's an AK inside. And to me, he's sprinting towards the AK. So I made a quick decision. I can wait for him to go get his AK and kill him, or I can send a warning shot and say, hey, like, this isn't a good idea. So I sent a few warning shots in front of him, and he did stop.
Yep.
Chief didn't like that decision making. I felt like that was solid at the time. Chief was not happy. He was, who shot? Did you, and when I explained, it's like, what don't you understand about not letting it fly, Brent? And I was like, yeah, well, that was the decision I made. May not have been the right one, but that's the one I made.
Did he say Brent or Princess?
Hey, but that's the same guy. But I'm afraid he said this to everyone. But he was so good to me.
Yeah, he was good.
Scotty was so good to me, and every now and again, and he knew I tried. And every now and again, he'd always be sitting there kind of stoic down. We had the basement ops in,
Yeah, yep.
And he's sitting there a little stoically sometimes. He'd be like, Brent, come here. And I'd come over. He's like, come here. And I'd lean in. He's like, you know, you're my favorite, right? Like, yeah, Chief. I know you're my favorite. He would do that like once a week to me.
Keep you going.
And it would. I'm telling you, you have no idea how much that motivated. He never really gave me kudos any other times. Every now and again, like, Brent, come here.
Come on in here.
You know you're my favorite, right? That was awesome. Speaking of him, the other mission set we did, which was one of my favorites of that rotation, we had the 160th, and we had a bunch of targets lined up. And there was a bunch of targets, and so basically an ODA would take, from our company, would take this target, when they'd clear that target, next ODA up, next ODA up, and they were quick, SIGINT driven, or for the most part. And it was just, for a week, it was just, hey, hop on a helicopter, hit a target, come back.
Was that Lake Tartar one?
It was part of the Lake Tartar mission set.
Yeah.
Sure was.
Yep.
And I'll just never forget it. I'm sitting there on the bird. We're hovering at about 5 feet, just getting ready to take off. And he looks at me and he goes, hey, Brent. And I was like, yeah, Chief. He goes, you know, they make movies about guys like us.
That's right. I remember that. Actually,
and I was like, man, yeah, because I know that sounds like it's not like all about us. But what people don't realize is, like, when I look back and I say, yeah, we do, or I may think that now, that's not what we were thinking then.
Not at all.
And that Chief kind of had it was at the end of his career, so I think he was a little bit more the nostalgic, this is my last ride type of mindset.
Yeah.
And for him to give that type of advice to a younger guy, to be like, hey, take it in. Like, you realize what you're doing is special, right?
Yeah.
It was really cool.
I remember that. I remember sitting on a tarmac. It was a daytime operation, and we were sitting on a tarmac for a while. I got a bunch of photos from it, actually. And they were doing a bunch of high-value targets. They're doing a meeting down in the desert. It's like 3 or 4 tents, and we were on standby to go hit those tents in the middle of the day kind of piece. And they had drone feedage on there, kind of waiting for all the targets, the HVTs coming in. And man, it was awesome because we launched and we were in flight, man. We were like, 100 feet off the ground, man. We were just smoking across the desert in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
And we were getting feedback like, hey, no, there's now 20 guys in the target. It kept changing. And as we're going, we're talking to each other and say, hey, guys, change your plans. We got 20 guys on the ground. We got 3 tents. First helicopter hit the first 2 tents and coming in. And we hit those tents, man. Just flew right in the middle of the day, man. Just spooked the hell out of them, scared them, just rolled right in, those guys in those tents, man.
I absolutely remember that one.
And then we had I think they didn't bring it was a drone still flying over because they weren't going to fly the AC-130 in the middle of the day unless it was an emergency.
Right.
And then he spotted a vehicle rolling off, and then we flew the helicopter and stopped it. And that vehicle had a bunch of ammo and weapons hidden in all of the 55-gallon tanks hidden on that whole thing, dude. It was just like it was a cool, just like right over the horizon, mission changing constantly before we hit it.
Those were. They were. It's so weird to say they were good times because it's war,
Yeah.
And not everyone came home. Everyone on our team came home.
Yeah.
But it was crazy good times. Yeah. That same trip, I sometimes refer to this as the greatest mission we never went on, which is, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. We had this high value target. He was moving around a lot, and we were kind of tracking him through the day. And we were about to get a green light to go, and this nasty weather storm was coming in, which is pretty rare.
Yeah.
And so when we got the green light, but he hadn't stayed. But this is the longest he had stayed there for a little bit. So we were like, all right, let's go hit him now. And you went out and talked to the to the pilots. You and Scotty did, and they ended up saying, they're like, all right, here's the deal. If we leave now, we can get you in, but I'm telling you, we can't promise we can get you out. Is what they told us. Do you remember what I'm talking about right now?
I think I do remember that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I thought, I wasn't. I knew with that opportunity, I was like, let's go. Okay, let's go. We can figure something out.
Yeah.
And I thought you would go, and I thought Scotty would give us some pushback to it. And Scotty goes, if you can get us in, we'll get back.
Yeah.
We'll take a car off target, and we'll just drive back. And I was like, hell yeah.
We'll figure it out.
That's some Green Beret shit right there. You put us in. If you can't get us out, we'll steal a car and just drive back to base with the target, or unless he's dead, without the target.
In his own car.
Yeah. And by the time we went back to confirm, he had just went on the move again. And we're like, dag nabbit. That was gonna be cool. Because everyone was okay with it. Yeah. Which was a little bit of a surprise to me.
Yeah.
All right.
Because you were from Sanford, were you the one that was hot wiring the cars?
Yes, actually, yes, absolutely. All right, how are we at for super chats?
Got a few more.
All right.
We got Braden Medlin back in. It says Suwan. I don't know if that's supposed to be Suwan or Sean. Who's more motivating, Goggins or Ronnie Coleman?
Not Goggins.
Ronnie it is.
Ronnie it is. Lightweight. Everybody wants to be. They want to be a bodybuilder, but no one has to do heavy weights. And that's about how he sounds too.
Nice.
Nice.
Dwazi said, do you have any odd animal stories on target?
Yeah, like Mr. Goat wouldn't be on target though. That wouldn't be on target. That's
Mr. Goat.
Mr. Goat. We end up being a female goat. We call it Mr. Goat.
And we're like, well, we've already called him Mr. Goat, so his name's Mr. Goat, and our medic's like, he doesn't know his name. Like, you can change his name. Like, nope, it's Mr. Goat. We really dug our heels in for no reason on that one.
We did, kept it. The dog stayed outside, but the goat was in the house.
You treated the goat better than you
Mr.
did.
Mr. Goat pooped everywhere.
But it was easy to clean up goat poop.
It is easy to clean up goat poop. I have a almost animal story. I think I've told you this. It was during the Lake Tartar hits.
And so cat one or something.
It's my turn. So my senior Echo, we were taking turns during these missions for the most part. He would go in the building and assault one mission, and then I would be outside with Chief, sitting up, and then we switched. He'd take the radio, be next to Chief, and I could go hit targets. It was my turn to be outside the target with Chief. And I have that SATCOM backpack on, and we're sending up reports of what's going on. And I get tired being in kit with a SATCOM backpack. It's heavy. So I go to a knee, and I have this, we have a little water bottle kind of pocket on the sides of backpacks. Well, that's where I would put my hand mic is on there. Well, I think my elbow or something knocked it off, and I heard something hit the ground, or just something slightly, a sound behind me.
Yeah.
So I look to the right, I look behind me, and then what I see is what I believe is a black snake. I don't know why. A black snake run across the back of my legs. And I'm like, that did not happen. And so I'm looking to where the snake is going, so I quickly look left, and of course it whips the corded hand mic across my legs again, and I go, oh no, it's running across my legs again, this black snake in Afghanistan. And I jump up and give what I assume to be a very manly scream, and as I jump up, I can feel the weight of the hand mic kind of bouncing up and down, and I grab it. I'm like, it was the stupid hand mic. And Chief looks over at me he goes, Brent, what is your problem? And I didn't have the heart to tell him. I thought the hand mic was a snake running across my legs twice. And I just said, nothing. He's like, you telling me nothing? You just screamed. I was like, I didn't scream. And he goes, and he basically is like, He just shook his head like, I don't have time. I don't know what this is, but I don't have time for it. So yeah, that's my animal story. Yeah, a snake. I got into a battle with a snake that was never there. So yeah, that happened once. All right.
That'll happen.
That'll happen.
Bright Side of the Moon wants to know, do lifeguards qualify as first responders?
Yes. By definition, I don't know if you'd give it like by common usage, but by definition, yes, this is going to upset some people. I don't believe nurses are first responders. I know they get lumped in, but who brings the patient to you? The first responder does, or the patient brings himself. And if they do, they're not in such a dire, scenario that, don't get me wrong, they might. The difference in that scenario as well is this. You're in an air-conditioned environment. You have all your resources. You have a ton of staff behind you. You have a ton of equipment you can do. There's so much you can do. When you're a true first responder, you're out there. You have to figure out what's wrong. You have to figure out what's wrong, and then with the least amount of equipment, try to fix it so you can get them back to a hospital. So by that definition, I'd give a lifeguard a first responder because you're the one who has to show up. You're the first one on scene, and you have to figure that out with the least amount of resources at the time. So yeah,
Perfect. I was a lifeguard.
You were a lifeguard?
Yeah.
Who are you saving? Those little arms? You can't. There's no way you do not. This isn't a hit, but you don't have a swimmer's build.
I was definitely a swimmer.
Just because you're able to swim, you're telling me you were a swimmer.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do a swimming competition.
Let's go.
You still got it? You still got it?
I'll race you.
Yeah. Just don't make me say things.
Sorry.
You went in on that competition?
Yeah, I was a lifeguard too.
Suddenly, everybody's a lifeguard.
I wasn't military qualified, but I was a lifeguard. I went
All
to
right.
YMCA and got qualified as a lifeguard.
There you go.
Tier 1 swimming competition.
Did
I
you
want to know.
say
Hold
that?
on. We're doing a sprint. How long or short does it need to be a race? What are we doing?
Are we doing
I want to know.
Olympic size pool.
Olympic size, 50 meters?
50 meters?
There and back, so it's 100 or just straight there? It's just straight sprint.
There and back.
You just went
There and back.
there and back, there and back, there and back.
That's there and back. That's my.
You want 100
You
meters.
need to give you the.
You want a 100-meter race. Is that what you want? All right. All right. We're doing it. Okay. All right.
Best believe it.
Olympic size pool right across the street from
The
my
results
house.
will be posted on Patreon. The whole video will be, including my victory dance.
Fine.
All right.
You got to wear one piece too.
Loser has to immediately get into a what did we decide that was called? A Borat one piece.
Borat
What's called the
one.
Borat
The
one
Borat one
piece.
piece,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Better find one that fits me. and you. And you.
Alrighty, Brendan Bailey said, took pics at the John Wayne Museum here in Texas. Got pics of his uniform from Sands of Iwo Jima and the Green Berets. I'll send them over to y'all.
Heck yeah. Sean, do you remember the first time you watched John Wayne and the Green
I
Berets?
do not remember that. Not at all.
Okay. Do you know that you've watched it?
I have watched
Okay,
it,
I
of course.
thank you. Magnet, do you know that you've watched John Wayne and the Green Berets?
I know I didn't.
You know that you haven't. All right.
Wow.
You are not invited back to this studio
I have a
until you've
sweet-
done it.
I have a sweet painting in my garage.
Yes,
of
you
it,
do. Yes, you do.
Doesn't quite count, though.
But doesn't count. Yeah.
But if you
I know
want
what you're
it,
doing.
then
All
I
right.
have to be able to come back.
So, although I've seen it since then, I never saw it before the Q course. During the Q course, I was in 18 Echo, as you know, and we have this thing called max gain. And in max gain, you have to do an airborne jump into Oklahoma with all your radio equipment, and you have to send shots back Fort Bragg. Yeah. It's a major. It's a go
test.
no go go no go test for Echoes. You lose guys on it. No, it's a stressor. We were supposed to jump in, but weather was an issue, so they bust us in.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Same.
It wasn't like thankfully, it wasn't like a Bluebird bus. It was like a charter bus, right?
Gotcha.
And so when we show up in the morning, they're like, "Hey, did anyone bring a movie?" You're like, no, we didn't bring a movie. Like, I didn't know. No one said there were TVs on the buses. And they're like, no, they're like, don't worry. We brought a movie for you. And they throw in a VHS tape of John Wayne and the Green Berets. Now it's about a 20-hour bus ride from Fort Bragg to Bragg, Oklahoma. Yeah. And guess what we watched all 20 hours? John Wayne and the Green Berets about 10 times. About 10 times.
I have his full length cardboard cutout of the Green Berets. You know, the stand up ones.
Yeah. Oh, where'd you get that from?
I actually walked into someone's office, and it was a major, and he had that. I looked at him, and I go, "Are you a Green Beret?" And he goes, "No." I go, "Then why do you have that?" And so 2 days later, he gave it to me.
I'm taking this.
He gave it to me. You can have it.
Yoink.
Yoink.
Yeah.
Oh, but we could just sit here and talk forever about random stories. But obviously, we did not break the mold when it comes to not being quiet about our combat dive accomplishments. Yeah. I'm a proud diver. Yeah. Everyone should be.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Not complete the school.
Yeah, they made it. That's kind of
So I get back from dive school. Don't get me wrong. I was going to sew on my dive bubble. I had all intentions of sewing on my dive bubble. I go into Chief's office when I get back to let him know, hey, I made it. I'll be coming to your team. I'm a dive guy now. Because like you, the guy with Special Forces, Rangers, Combat Dive. Yep. Like that's, and I wanted to be like him, you know? And so I'm on my way. I have my long tab and now I have my dive bubble. I'm getting there. And I show up to his office and say, hey, Chief, just want to let you know I'm back. And he goes, Brent, heard you made it. Congratulations. And I was like, thanks, Chief. He was like, and so I go to turn around to just gonna stop and say hi. He goes, Brent, come back here for a second. And he goes, why don't you go ahead and get in the front and leaning rest for me? Just start knocking some out. Now, Chief is... No one smoked me in SF. I don't think ever to some degree. You can get in trouble for sure, but you don't get a lot of smokings, and not for that. And so I give him this half grin, like, "Are you serious?" But I didn't say that, and he looked very serious. So I get slowly getting it out, like he's going to tell me get back up. Yeah. And no, he just lets me start knocking him out, and I'm knocking him out.
I don't know why.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Shaky, 70, arms about to go out on me, 80. And he finally goes, get on your feet. And I get on my feet. He goes, where's your dive bubble at?
Exactly. Where's your bubble?
I said, well, I haven't got it sewn on yet. He goes, are you not proud of it? I said, no, Chief, I'm definitely proud on it. He goes, how about this? How about you leave right now and go to the sew shop and get that signed and get that sewed up right now? Because if I see you again, I'll put you right back in the front leaning rest. And I left his office and went right to the sew shop and got it sewed on.
So when I was at the Pentagon in 98, I was working for the chairman of Joint Chiefs Staff. It was General Shelton at the time. So young E6 Sean running around, full tabbed out, and Bubble running around the Pentagon. Not a good thing. They don't know what to do with me, And it was funny because I was working actually with the JSOC, working with their operations center there at the Pentagon. Well, the new bubble hadn't come out yet. They were still using the old bullshit bubble until they switched over to the combat diver badge. And what I had done was fucking around, so I pulled off the crossed arrows and the dagger, and I put it behind the old bubble kind of thing, right? Okay. And I put it on my uniform. I was fucking around with it. Yeah. I forgot it was on there. And so I'm at the Pentagon. I'm at the Pentagon in my uniform, and I get stopped by this 06, and he goes, Staff Sergeant. I go, what's going on, sir? And he's like, is that the new bubble? And I was like, look down, I realized, I go, that's the new bubble, sir. He goes, man, it looks good. That's it. Looks good. So I roger that and moved the fuck out real quick.
I'll tell you I cannot remember the department, but they gave me police department gave me their coin. It was their rescue dive special operations team. Yeah, and it looks just like I said, it's here in Florida. Yeah. It looks just like our dive bubble. But instead of sharks on the side, it's alligators. Oh, and it looks really cool. That's and I was like, I like that. I like what you did there. Yeah, I like what you did there. Yeah. All right. Where are we at?
We are with Papa Penguin, and he said, getting chased by a black snake while walking is better than getting bit by a brown snake in a porta shitter.
That is correct. That is, yes, sir.
That'll be a fact. Sonny Marbury, I had to ask for clarification. I'm going to tell you what he said, and then I'm going to tell you what he meant.
Okay.
He said, okay, I'll ask. Brent, you were you, Chief's fave, you her guy. What he meant was, Brent was his Chief's favorite person and teammate. So who's Brent's favorite Patreon member or YouTube sub? Remember, we're all listening right now and watching.
I'm going to do what I'm afraid Chief was doing to me, and I'm gonna tell each and every one of you separately. You're my favorite. I feel like maybe he told Jason that he was his favorite at some point too.
Sure, he worked around. I was a team star. He ain't gonna tell me that.
no, he wasn't telling you that.
Me and Scotty got into it a few times over there, man.
Yeah,
We got
it
into
was
a couple
it was
times.
always tough to hear dad and other dad arguing, which is crazy. You guys, you did your best to keep it away from us, and you'd go into your room and his room to argue it out. But then you'd yell at each other so loud that we all knew what was going on. You might as well have just done it the opposite. But I appreciate the attempt. We appreciate the attempt. But you guys always worked it out. And I never felt like, I mean, sometimes you argue things out like men, but I never felt like anything was ever like held on to after that. Like you guys left the room and like, all right, that is what it is.
Trying your bourbon now. I mean, I wonder, but I also look back and go, man, I feel sorry for Chief for dealing with fucking young me. I'm like, God damn, dude. Yeah, because that was that I said, man. We went in there. I said, we're gonna go. You know, we're gonna obviously risk assessment of bullshit, but we're gonna go, man. And that was kind of the whole thing of that. And Chief was a little longer in the tooth. I don't think he was up to go. So he died,
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Back half of that, he said also magnet. How long is the beard? Lots of chrome.
Lots of chrome. How long is your beard, Magnet? Do you
How
know?
long is it?
Yeah. You ever put a measuring tape to it?
22 inches last time I measured.
When's the last time you measured?
Jimmy measured it on the podcast.
Oh, that's right. We brought that out last time. Not last time, but one of the most recent.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go.
Alrighty. Right wing nut back in. Son arrested a dude for crimes against nature. Goats. My son asked him, how can you do that? The guy said, easy. Put their back legs down in these rubber boots and walk them towards the water.
Son arrested two crimes against nature. Goats.
You know, they recently, they just got cutting away goats and pigs out of the goat lab and stuff.
Who?
I guess it got approved to pull it all out.
Into the open?
No, that they can't no longer use it anymore for the program.
I hate to hear that. The live tissue program,
dude,
was a
phenomenal,
massive benefit. A massive benefit.
So if people don't really know, in 18 Delta program, they used a lot of, and usually the goats or the pigs were in some kind of bad way as it was, and so they would, cause these internal injuries or external injuries, shots or whatever,
right.
and they had
under
to work with it.
sedation.
Yeah.
So they didn't feel it.
Yeah,
under
didn't feel it,
sedation.
kind of thing,
Yeah.
So what we would do a lot of times too is when we're doing a CQB or hitting the house, to hit the house, going in, rolling in, and they do a quick pause, they would bring in a goat with the injuries, and that's a teammate down. So now they go, okay, back on. So you go back, clearing the house, doing stuff, and now you have a teammate down. So you got to actually work on the teammate, get ready for medevac and all that kind of piece. It's very realistic. It's probably as realistic as you can get without actually, doing the real thing.
Yeah.
And it's phenomenal training for the medics and everybody around you to stop the bleeding and everything going. Once you take that away, it's unfortunate because it really is needed for our community
Absolutely.
to do certain
The
things.
first time you work with live tissue should not be your teammate.
Yeah.
It should not. All right. In this segment of the show, Sean, I'm going to pull out some memorabilia, if you will, and you tell me if it reminds you of a story.
All right.
All right?
Do I just sing Jeopardy music while you do
I
this?
guess so. He didn't really. Here we go. We got a sword. I can tell you what this is. This was during the time Iraq 06, 07. That was when the whole Captain Morgan thing was going on with, stand like a Captain Morgan spice rum thing. And we got this on a target. I can't remember what the objective was, name, but we pulled it off the target. And I remember getting pictures with Sid and you doing the whole pirate thing on the objective with the sword.
That is
That's what
correct.
Yep.
When I found that, I went to the rooftop with it because there was a competition with Captain Morgan that was like, show me your pose or whatever.
Yeah, the Captain
and
Morgan
you could
pose.
win
Yeah.
free Captain Morgan or money or whatever. And so when I obtained when that sword was gifted to me on target by the enemy, I went up to the rooftop to take a picture with it. I was going to do the Captain Morgan pose on the rooftop, and I was going to submit it. And I did, by the way. I didn't win. But when I called Sid to come up to take a picture of me, I said, Sid, come on up here. I need your help. As you know what that call sounds like. So I'm on the rooftop, and as soon as he opens the door, I come running at him with the sword. The same thing I just did to you. And Sid goes, damn it, Brent, why would you do that? Shoot you. I almost shot you. I said, Sid, I knew you wouldn't shoot me. That's where that came from. It's funny that Sid is a part of the first story. I think you know this story.
Oh, look at that thing. That's impressive. You got that back.
Do you know the story of this item?
I do know roughly the story of it. That is Tikrit. That is Saddam Hussein's, one of Saddam's palaces.
Correct.
And
it was
Sergeant Major B, Carl B.
Correct.
Caught you guys. He put out information, and we walked in, and he goes, whatever you do not take anything from the palace.
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
This is my first night with the team, by the way. My first night.
And I believe Sid probably coerced you into going, let's go get some things.
All right. So we were each team had a separate large room in the palace that the team was on cots living in.
Yeah.
I couldn't sleep because I still had jet lag. And I saw Sid or a shadowy figure get up and walk out. And I was like, well, maybe this guy can't sleep either. So I followed him out. And then I saw him starting to steal something. And I said, well, I want to steal something too. Not just anything. Yeah, when I say steal something, and you know exactly what I mean, I don't want to commit a war crime. If there's like gold bullions, that's probably over the line. But you don't want something so insignificant that it's not worth your time or effort to get it home. You're trying to find this perfect middle ground where it's not so important that you'd get in trouble if you're caught, but important enough to you to care that you took it. Yeah. So anyway, we found some of those, and I saw Sid pick it up and start to walk out with it. As I was falling, I was like, a son of a gun. And so I was like, I want one. He's like, dang it, Brent. He goes, all right, you get one. And so, and I was like, where are we going to put it? He goes, we're going to go outside. And he's like, we're going to put it in the trucks. And we'll put it in my truck, and I know where to stash it. When we get back to base, we'll be good. I said, okay. And as soon as we walk outside the mansion, Saddam's mansion, for whatever reason, Carl Baker was walking in at like 2 or 3 in the morning. And he looks at us.
Sergeant Major.
And when he looks at us, and he goes, what are you two doing? What did I tell you? And yet I can't remember exactly what Sid says, but you know how Sid kind of like, he's pretty fast with his mouth. He's good at de-escalating things. Yeah. And he said something that kind of made him chuckle a little bit. And he was like, all right, no one else saw? Like, nope, it's just us. He's like, put in the trucks and don't tell anyone. So literally, 20 years later,
here we go.
I put it on the desk on the internet.
Chat is killing
Dropping
me.
his whole name.
What's chat doing?
Chat's killing me. As soon as you put that on the desk, I get from Quad A, that's the FIFA World Cup. Somebody goes, no, that's a hookah. Somebody goes, no, that's an actual chess piece.
All right, if you must know what it is, this is kind of what makes it cool. So it was these. So when you walked into these massive double doors to the mansion, it had 2 staircases that went up to a landing like this. These were, what are they called? The banister. No, there's the handrail.
Yeah, it comes
that's
in.
above it. But the supporting rails. I think they're called not balusters or something like that. That's what held the handrail and the stairs. So there was 20 of these to the right, 20 of them to the left. So it was part of the stairs.
Do you remember getting the tiles off the top of the mosque?
I didn't. I wasn't a part of that. I remember you guys getting them, but I didn't get a piece of that.
Yeah, I still got them in my house. So we climbed up and got all the tiles.
But I remember exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
What now?
The last one, T-Bone goes, sounds like an Oprah show. You get a gold thing and you get a gold thing.
That was a little bit. So I got one more Carl story, and it has to do with you. This is actually one of my I don't know why it's I don't want to say favorite story, but anyway, you're getting ready to take over the company sergeant major spot, and we're at the mortar range at Camp Blanding. You being essentially the highest ranking person on the range, because you're in this weird company sergeant major, not quite yet the company sergeant major. You're going to be, and you're acting like it, like to some degree, but you're not officially the company sergeant major yet.
Right.
You know? And you bust out the ball cap. And so, hey, when the senior guy busts out the ball cap, it's ball cap time.
That's right.
And so I always have my Florida Gator hat somewhere close to me, and I put my Florida Gator hat on, and we're working. And maybe 30 minutes goes by, and Carl comes up and goes, Brent, can I have probably called me Sergeant Tucker, because he can be a little more, especially because I'm in trouble. Sergeant Tucker, I'm going to need a word with you. And so he goes, and he pulls me off the line, and then he goes and grabs you and goes, hey, Sean, I think you should probably be a part of this. Why? Do you know why he went and pulled you?
No, it was back up a little bit.
Okay, all right.
Wasn't quite like that, but your general. It was. I was sitting down talking with Carl, and you were walking by, and Carl looks at me and looks at you with the hat on, and he goes, and I go, I got it. He goes, no, let me handle this, and that's when he called you over to come over and have a conversation with you with the cap on.
Okay,
that was it.
And I knew I was in trouble a little bit because when I got over to you two, you no longer have a baseball hat on. And I feel a little bamboozled. And I'm like, and you were, at the time, you were standing behind him just a little bit. And he's like, Sergeant Tucker, or Brent, maybe he called me Brent, because I'm lower in the list. He can call me whatever he wants, lower than them. And he goes, why is it always you? It's always you. Like, I don't see anyone else here with a baseball hat on. And I kind of look around him, and I look at you, and you do this. Sorry, Brent. You didn't say that. That was the face he gave me. It was the face he gave me. He was like, sorry, Brent. I know I had one on.
Trying to save
and
you.
So he continues to belittle me, and he's like, if there's someone on this range with a baseball hat on, it's going to be you. If there's someone with slightly too long sideburns, it's going to be you. If someone doesn't have their pants bloused where they're supposed to, it's probably. Why is it always you, Brent? And then I decided to make a bold maneuver at this point, and I said, Sergeant Major, can I just talk to you man to man for a second? I said something like that. Can I level with you for a second? I said something like that, and he goes, no, you can talk to me like a Sergeant Major because that's what I am. And I said, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to send it anyway. Do you remember this whole conversation?
I do.
And I go, here's my problem, Sergeant Major. I can take off this baseball hat right now and put on a patrol cap. When we go to lunch, I can go trim up my sideburns, and I'll be in regulations. I can tie my pants. I can be in the right uniform in a matter of minutes. But Rick over there, he's fat, and he's been fat. And you won't pull him back here and tell him that he's fat, but you'll pull one of your studs back here and say, you have a baseball hat on? I said, so Sergeant Major, that doesn't seem fair. And it worked. He immediately, and I thought he was either going to blow a fuse or I was going to hit him with enough logic that he felt bad, and he immediately backtracked. He's like, all right, you're right, Brent. He was, it takes a lot of paperwork, and I'm working on it, Rick, and we're going to get in, we're going to fix this. And I was like, that was a bold maneuver. Thank God it worked.
The exact wording was, I can fix myself immediately. You can't fix that immediately. I remember that. I was like, I was in my head, I go, it's 1-5. Dive guy right there.
Oh, man. I haven't thought of some of these stories in so long.
My favorite thing with Carl, and it didn't go over well with Carl at all. I thought it was really funny. When we were doing the final meeting and the changeover, right? If now say, Sean's taking over Sergeant Major, Carl's going to go to this. And
then landing, training up to go to Afghanistan, right? Yeah, okay, yeah.
And the supply guy comes on. He goes, hey, listen right now. If you got anything you need DX, we can DX it now, and you can replace it with something new. So DX, if anybody know out there, is if you have old equipment, you want to get rid of it, to get DX it, get out of there. And I said, thank God, I've been trying to get rid of Carl's mom for a while. And Carl did not like that at all.
I think I know the building you're talking about.
Because you mooned me. During the meeting, you all came by in the vehicle. You're all mooning me.
Are those your men?
These are my men, sir.
we were children in men bodies.
God.
We were this is what America's sitting over to fight for us. They got their asses in the air in a moving truck, and the other one's talking about the other Sergeant Major's mom. This is America's best.
And you
Here we
saw,
are.
and you saw stripes, right? I mean, obviously get that from that. The guy's like, oh, hey, these guys coming down.
Yeah.
Of course, like squared away. Are these my men? No,
Yep.
no, sir. Those are your men over there.
Oh yeah, I love Stripes. I'm due to watch Stripes again. I haven't seen it in so long. I bet it'd feel like the first time all over again.
I lived in Fort Knox when they were making that.
And Fort Knox?
Fort Knox when I was a little kid.
Oh, when you were a kid.
Yeah, my dad.
Do you remember them being
Yeah,
at
they're filming it there.
No
Filming
way.
there. Yeah.
Did Bill Murray fix your shoulder?
Of course he did. It was weird though. I was like 7. It was weird.
Okay. All right. What else we got?
We got Holy Fook back in. Question for Sean. What are the differences between tequila, mezcal, and bacanora? Which is the smoothest and gives you the easiest hangover?
Love that question.
Solid question. Mezcal to me would be the best. Bacanora is just generally to be called mezcal, it has to be made in certain states. Bacanora is not made in those states, so it cannot be called a mezcal. So generally falls in that piece. Where a tequila has to be made in Jalisco, and it's only to be called a tequila, you only need 51% agave. The rest can be sugars or agave vanillas. But mezcal has to be 100% pure agave, how it cooks. So it really gives you the best and cleanest, and that's why I always look at mezcal. It doesn't really give you a hangover as much. I mean, you drink so
I'm
much
about
of
to
anything.
tell you tomorrow.
But it's to me mezcal, and that's kind of the reason I went that way, was try to find the cleanest liquor for you, and that was mezcal.
Yeah. All right.
But I like a good bacanora though.
The
That's very
video,
good.
the video that I saw of you with the pound, was it dirt or something like that, where it was smoking?
Yeah, so we just during cook after we cut up all the agave, we're cooking the agave, the tarps, and we add all the dirt on top, and so you cook it for us. We cook it for 5 days. Everybody's a little different. That's why you don't get as much of the smokiness. Some mezcals can take like a burnt tire, which is terrible mezcal. Overcooked is no bueno. And that throws people off. Our mezcal,
Which is
not that
Spanish
way.
for no good.
For no good, yeah.
Yeah, I'm tracking.
my Spanglish, right?
Look at you, Paco.
Big papa there.
Big papa to you.
Oh,
No
you think,
one's else ever
you
gonna give
think
it to me.
Princess is bad? Ask Brent his pet name.
That's a $50 and up super
right,
chat
all
right
right,
there.
all right, all
I'm not
right.
giving that one away.
Fine.
Oh my gosh.
I actually don't know the context of this, but Sonny said, fave younger guy. Sorry, Devin, is spelled right. Yeah, DEVON is right. Not sure about the fave younger guy question.
Favorite younger
Maybe.
guy. That just I don't like the way.
I'll plead the
I'm not
fifth.
sure what's going on there. Yeah, I know.
I don't think it was directed to you. What's I said it just doesn't
Pass.
pass.
That's why I said plead the fifth. I was giving you guys an out.
I know. Yeah, I'm gonna plead the fifth too on that, just because I don't like the way it's being packaged.
All right, Quad A back in. Sean, is Mexican food better in the States or Mexico, and why is it the States?
Oh, that's a good question, actually.
So
And why is it better in the States? Is that how it ended?
Yep, and why is it the States?
We just had Mexican food tonight. What do we have tonight?
you had
Tijuana
Tijuana
Flats.
Flats.
It's Tijuana Flats. It's Tijuana. Of course, it's Mexican food.
Tasty. I mean, don't get me wrong there.
okay.
But we have a tendency in the States more like a Tex-Mex kind of style, a lot of
Yeah,
our stuff, which
yeah.
is really good. It's like pizza, right? We take a pizza and we kind of make
We
it,
make it
Americanize
better.
it. Yeah, we
And we make it
Americanize
better.
When you're working the agave fields, it's literally, and I'll tell you, in the morning you have a tortilla, you have bean juice, not bean juice. And then you have like crumpled Oaxaca cheese on there, right? And that's your breakfast. Like you break it open like a pizza kind of thing and eat that. And then for lunch, all they do is they fold it over, like they trick you. They fold it over. Now it's like a quesadilla. The same shit. You just folded it over kind of crap. And then in the evening, they cut it up. So now it's like a taco. I'm like, dude, it's the same thing. You're just folding it differently.
Yeah. Enjoy your 370 calories that day.
But that's in the fields. When you go to Oaxaca City, food's amazing in Oaxaca City. That's all the foodies from Europe go to Oaxaca City.
All right.
Yeah.
You an empanada guy? Is that Mexican or is that more South American?
No, it's more South American. Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of, yeah. Yeah, but yeah, so but the food has been but I always bring extra food because I don't have enough food. It comes down to it.
Yeah. They're not serving American.
No, they're not. There's
American
no
size.
There's no pollo.
portion.
There's no.
You're not 120 anymore, Sean.
No.
Dwazi said, "Sing the ballad of the Green Beret tonight."
Oh boy.
Oh
Not
boy.
for $2.
Oh,
Not for a dude.
Fighting soldiers from the sky.
He's all right.
I'm sorry. All right. That's what you get. That's $2 worth. That's $2 worth.
I never really understood the part about these are men who jump and dive. Like I don't understand why we're jumping and diving.
Yeah, I didn't want to jump. Did their parachute not open?
That's what I was wondering the whole time.
there-
What's this? They need to.
Did they not know they
redo
had a
that
reserve?
little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our whole objective is for those guys to dive.
For those guys to
for their
dive,
country,
yeah.
not for our guys,
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Sunny back in. My hair is 26 inches. Magnet, got to catch up, brother. Brent, how long is your hair? Sean, put him to shame with your luscious locks. I would, but I'm absent.
I'm absent. Yeah, Sean's. And what's even crazier, your hair's pretty long
Yeah.
and it's curly. So
Yeah.
I'm sure, like,
lot longer, yeah.
when you're in the ocean surf or whatever, when
Yeah.
it straightens out, it's got to be halfway down your back.
I just got a haircut. I got my dead ends cut off every like 6 months. I get my dead ends. You don't know about this, but you know, get dead ends. You know?
You and Devin could talk
clean it
about
up a
hair
little
in the garage.
It's not fair. You just got a mullet for the 4th of July, so you're a little bit low on the locks.
Yeah, they can't really tell, but it's mullet-ish. I wanted a mullet for the 4th of July. They didn't mullet me up completely, so it's kind of a sad story.
Who was moaning? Who did it? Who did the cut?
Great clips.
Essentially, just whoever was open the day before 4th of July,
Oh, man,
that was
good
as
cut.
close as possible to Hollywood, Florida. That's who I went to.
Correct. G-Man said, what was your guys' fastest 5-mile time for a run?
Oh, I don't know, man. That's
Although you had a runner's build because you've always been
yeah.
lanky and not very muscular or intimidating, generally speaking. You'd think that you'd be a runner, but you're not a runner. You're a pull-upper without a doubt.
I like
but
that.
you've never claimed to be a runner.
Never super fast. I think my fastest
I'm
like
not
2
saying like you can't run,
Yeah.
but like you're not knocking down 11-minute 2 miles or anything.
No, my fastest was like a 10:53.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah,
I just said you're not knocking down 11-minute 2 miles. You're like, no, actually, I am.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
Back in
Okay,
the
so
day,
whenever we're in
yeah.
Iraq, you didn't.
Yeah.
All right, my best 5 miles probably 33, 34 minutes. And we had to run 5 miles
Yeah.
a lot, like an OTC. There was a 5 mile self test. So
But you were impressively for your size. You were a pretty good runner.
I was
kinda
a
weird,
good
yeah.
runner
Yeah.
for my size. Like when I did like triathlons, I would finish like middle of the field
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
general field, but as over 200 pounds in the Clydesdale division, I was a gazelle
Yeah.
in the Clydesdale division. Yeah, so I could always maintain a 6:30 mile usually
Yeah.
for a long time when I was at it.
I don't know. People are kind of. The thing is, people are like, "Well, you're good at this one thing." Well, the whole point is being good overall.
Right.
You know, you got to be good at all these things. You can't be great at one thing. It just ain't gonna work.
Exactly. Well, it's you, so I have no idea. But something tells me when you ran that 10:53 mile.
Yeah.
I mean, other things were taking a back seat to that. Like, are you still doing 30 and 40 pull up? Like, that's just
My
you got to get pretty thin. You know,
I
per
was
se
always-
to run that.
I was always doing a just like my whole goal was to always do 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups, you know, and a 2 mile kind of thing. It's a standard goal, right?
That's right. It's a standard goal for
When I went
for
down,
studs.
when I was at combat diver school going through, I was going so fast in my push-ups, so my hands were leaving the ground when I came up. And the guy was like, "You need to slow down so I can count your push-ups better," kind of thing. Just you're flying that fast, kind of through it, man. But yeah, even the pull-ups at that point. But it's I don't know. I guess just one of those days, you know. Hell, my damn cousin won the Boston Marathon. He ran for Ireland too in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me.
I don't remember exactly how this went, but it does remind me. The PT test at dive school. I show up, like I said, 100 push-ups, tons of sit-ups. That's the standard.
That's standard, yeah.
That's a standard.
Yeah.
I didn't always hit it, but
2 minutes.
that's what you want, right? It may have been 97 at times, maybe 102. Like it was always in the 90s.
And he was counting too.
Just
they were like,
counting.
yeah.
But I set up, and as soon as I started going, my left hand, I still remember being my left hand, was in an ant pile.
Oh, yeah, right.
And he either told me, because he could see it,
Yeah.
He either told me, but I didn't realize it until like 20, 30, 40 in, like because it takes him a little bit to
Right.
get disturbed and then go up there and start biting me. I kind of tell him in the middle of it, and he sees it, and he's like, he either told me just do 42 and get up, or maybe he was like, or maybe I only did. I think to get a 300 is 72. I can't remember. I would have known at the time.
Yeah.
But that was the only time I didn't get in the 80s or the 90s. I did whatever the minimum was. It was either the minimum to pass or the minimum to get a 300. I don't remember which one it was, but I shortened it up, and I got up. That guy was like, "You're an idiot." You know, I'd have just retested you later, and I had ant bites all over my arm.
All right, Quade back in. Do you guys shower facing the shower head or away from it?
It's an odd question.
Well, I have a story for this one, actually.
I don't know why, but okay.
Most guys, they face the wall, right? But if you ever remember, Mark D always faced out. So if you're walking out, you had to go right in front of Mark. You're like, God damn, dude, can you just at least face the other way? Yeah, that was Mark, always face the opposite way kind of piece. And so most guys
in
do.
a group shower, yes,
shower.
You face
shower.
the shower head.
Yeah.
Okay.
Group shower.
For sure.
But Mark would not. He would face the other way. Mark D. You're walking through kind of thing.
He's also the only guy I know in SF to get into a fight in the shower. So that doesn't.
That was Mark.
Oh, different Mark.
Different Mark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you said Mark D?
Mark D. Yeah. That's different Mark.
Okay.
Mark and Neil got in a fight, apparently. Apparently, someone took their shower and wasn't happy with it. It took me forever to get that hot water going, motherfucker.
Yeah. I'm not going to break that up. Two naked green berets want to fight.
Let him go.
Let him go. Oh, man. Okay. What is it?
What is what?
Yeah, what are you laughing at? More chats?
No, just the answer.
Okay.
Because I think it's right. You just rotisserie chicken in there a little bit.
Yeah.
Mr. David Hookstead is joining us, saying, Brent coming in late. What do you think of the Charlie Kirk conspiracy theories? Not sure why wine moms and yoga instructors with internet access are now experts on C4 and ballistics.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, I've been waiting for someone to bring up.
I've
been watching it.
If Sean wasn't here, we'd be doing a Charlie Kirk special. This is something I have been waiting to be proven right on everything I said about the Charlie Kirk assassination. All these stupid theories of the mic had an explosion in it. These guys who think that have never worked with explosions their whole life. There's no way you're getting enough of a charge in there to kill anyone from a lapel mic. It's just impossible. Tyler Robinson, I don't know, the guy who admitted to it, the guy who left a note about it, the guy whose DNA is on the gun, the guy who jumped off of a roof and his DNA is on the roof. That's the guy who did it.
Some things are straightforward.
Some things are just straightforward. Yeah. And now that we have more video evidence of him, and now we have all sorts of video evidence of him in the stairs, wrecking it before, and then all of a sudden peg legging it all the way up the stairs. It's so cut and dry that it was Tyler Robinson, just like it's always been. And now that more evidence is coming out, it's only proving that it was Tyler Robinson. And Candace Owens, bless her heart, which is the nicest way of saying what a retard, bless her heart, who said Tyler Robinson wasn't even there. That's what my sources are saying. He absolutely was there. He left his DNA all over the place. And everyone else with these conspiracy theories, you can float them all day long, but when this case is done, none of them are going to come back to the mic and go, my bad, I kind of lost my mind a little bit. Yeah. None of them will do it. Yeah. What do you got?
The round that they found on the other roof. What about that round? The 223 round.
You can have. All right. What about rounds? That's not crazy. Do you know? You should know this. You're an arms guy. How many guys have put the wrong round in their gun? How many guys have shot? Luckily,
it wasn't the same round. It wasn't the same roof.
What's that?
It wasn't the same roof that he was on that they found the 223 round on.
There are snipers on roofs all the time. It doesn't matter. You need a lot more than that.
I get it.
Give,
I mean,
give me
listen,
a gun.
at the end of
Give
the
me
day,
a person. Give me video evidence of it. You got to give. And if it's on the other roof, you're talking about, and it's on the other roof, right?
It's on the roof in the same line as Charlie was on.
Is it on the? You don't. It's not on the same roof that Tyler was on.
No, it's on the one behind him.
Right. And here's the problem. There's no angle that says of where that bullet. Guess what angle that bullet came from on his entry wound? Guess where that backtracks to? Tyler. So it doesn't matter if you found a round somewhere else.
Obviously,
it
the defense
doesn't track. Of course, the
defense is doing
that.
their job.
Correct.
Obviously, they're getting paid for it. But
Yeah, but that's an event place, and guess what? There could easily be counter snipers from SWAT teams that were there earlier that left their 223 round up there.
That's what they were.
So
the
you
other
could
people were
you
saying
could go up to UCF right now, and I bet you might be able to find a round up there. And I'll tell you, like, why would they just leave a round there? They probably cleared their weapon, and when they cleared their weapon, it ejected it, and they couldn't find it or didn't care and didn't pick it up. It's like, we're on a roof. What does it matter? Like that. It's logical.
I mean, for him to, if you're going to do that shot and do all this, then let's not waste our time. Stand up and do. If you're going to try to say something, say it now. Hey, I killed him. You know, why are you going through all this, man? I mean, obviously I believe he killed him. He's the guy who did it. But stop playing behind the damn attorneys right now. If you're so proud of what you did, just stand up and go, I killed him.
Yeah, and let me tell you why I
Yeah.
did. If you believed in your cause so much to kill him,
Stand up and tell him.
well, now it's time to follow through and actually send your message to where a lot of people are going to hear it.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. Crazy.
Crazy. All right, we got north, south, east, west. I feel like maybe there are some cities with live tissue training opportunities. P.S. White Princess.
There's a lot of cities with some live tissue training opportunities.
And have you met him? P.S. White Princess.
Oh, why have you met him? Why, Sean? Why'd you guys call me princess?
I believe why we called you princess is that
And
generally
I think it started in Miami, by the way. But
I think it probably did. I'm trying to remember why. It was just if everybody in the team that had to get things done a certain way or wanted a certain thing to do it was Brent because he had to get. Somebody called you princess. You're like, oh, you just had to have it your way. I believe it. I'm not even sure. And I know it was well earned. I know this. I'm just trying to remember what it was.
it took me too long to get ready when we were in Miami.
That's what it
And
was.
they were like, "Come on, princess."
That's what it was. It was always we would pick up Brent heading to Miami doing dive ops down there in training, and Brent would show up in UDT shorts and a Magnum PI shirt.
Yeah, I got
and
a video. I got a picture of that
fake
somewhere.
mustache and
Yeah.
wig on
Yeah.
to go into Miami kind of thing.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
That's right. You're always, but even in overseas, it was like, God damn, Brent, let's go. We got to roll, man. What are you doing? Yeah, that's why.
Yeah. Yeah. I might have always had more food than everyone else.
That's right.
A sleeping bag that other people didn't
You
have.
had the Terp carrying all your food at
I
one
didn't want to be
time.
hungry. Sean, I didn't want to be hungry. No nutrition, no mission. It's always been the motto. And then when I'm prepared, just because I use the Terp like a pack mule.
That's right.
Okay. Now I'm the bad guy. He's not carrying anything. Why can't I use him to carry my lickies and chewies?
It was so funny. They had to change out. And you go, hey, I need my stuff. And the Terp's like, giving you all your food. Like, what the hell is going on here, Brent? Oh, he's carrying all my shit for me.
So, was it Rick that took me off the helicopter? Or was it you that took me off the helicopter? I can't remember. Anyway,
I don't remember.
So you guys get the gist of the story. I got moved from one helicopter for whatever reason to another helicopter, and I had given the Terp a lot of snacks and food. Well, it was like, hey, Brent, you gotta go to the helicopter. I tapped the Terp. I'm like, let's go, buddy. And he's like, no, he's staying. I just need you to go to the helicopter. And I'm like, oh, this has put a damper on my plans.
Your whole strategy.
On my whole strategy. Because I know it was doing a valley clearing operation. And I knew we were going to land at very different places. I didn't know the next time we were going to link up. So I was like, I had to go to the Turk, give him my stuff.
Food back.
It was like 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 different things.
Yeah.
I'm putting them in my pockets everywhere. I wasn't prepared for it. I was really counting on him.
The man gets snacky
I get stacky.
and hangry. All right. Right Wing Nut said, thought maybe they smoked opium out of that thing. Sonny, y'all, that was me trying to fix the previous super chat.
Okay.
All right, cleared that one up. TG Para, my wife, quote, is that the guy from Sister's Wives? That's a new one.
That's a new one.
Is that the guy?
That's
from
a new one.
Sisters?
That's a new one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also suitable. Dwazi back in. Hey, now it's 35 Mexican pesos or 26.16 Iraqi dinars.
Okay.
Oh, Six's
Okay.
mom.
That's the conversion of $2.
Go do it,
Okay.
conversion. Yeah.
Six's mom. Ready, Brent?
Whoa.
Okay, Devin, I'll bite. What is it? I know no one else will ask.
That name.
I was like, what is it? All right.
All right.
What is it, Devin?
Oh, I got to tell the story.
Yeah, you gave it to me.
So Brent has become officially...
They can't hear you.
Officially, he's become squishy, which has now shortened to squeesh or skeesh, but ultimately squishy, which most people hear us and they're like, do you know who you're talking to? Yes, I'm well aware. I know he's done some badass things. However, in this house, he is squishy.
Yes, that is and it's my nickname with her. If you guys start calling me squishy, I'm not answering. I'm not answering. And now I know what I've done. I've started to fight it, which means it's only going to
get worse. It's going to dig in deeper, man.
Now we got to come up with a logo.
I've worked
because it's going to be the new lion arm squishy.
We're getting squishies. We're getting 2-1 squishies.
I've worked my whole life to be
Squishy.
to not be to end up as squishy to some girl. Yeah.
Actually, you paved the way. You got all this food, so you're like a squishy little guy.
Yeah, that is thank you, Six's mom. We're a family. Nothing's a secret. Nothing's a secret.
That catches us up.
Okay.
And we are at
All right.
10:20.
Perfect. Great timing. We've done it. It seems as if modern day cowboy for the win.
You want me to play it?
For a big win. No, I don't ever want you to play it. I don't ever want you to have access to all my Bluetooth speakers like you do. There's not a Bluetooth speaker I own that Magnet hasn't connected to at one point. And somehow his Bluetooth on his phone is stronger than mine.
I also feel like as a backup in honor of Sean, we need to hear tequila right after that.
Okay. All right. That'll be the end.
And some people have asked for an outro cheers. If you guys have another one, since we have all the mezcal in the world right now, if we have a cheers.
All right. You'll have time between this and the tequila song will really get us in the mood for a cheers. But that one's on you for a cheers. This is the part of the show where we hang out with everybody. There it is. Just another 11 Bravo. My Tier 1 gun better be serial number Squishy 0001.
Boom, my machine
All
gun's here
right.
tomorrow. I'll be able to make that up.
Amazing pod. Thank you, RB2721. Oh, let's see here. Eyes Ear said, yo, why don't people remember the snooper waited until the trans question to discharge? You know what that's in reference to?
I didn't hear the question. Sorry.
All right, well,
What
then you
was
missed it.
What was it? Say it again.
There was a trans question to Charlie Kirk
Yeah.
before he shot, I believe.
Dwazi, Brent's Bluetooth speaker is like the drum set on Step Brothers. It is.
Did you touch my drum set?
Yeah. T-Bone, Magnet, if you monogram the Tier 1 firearm to say squishy, then I want one.
Done.
Sandy Go Brian, eating leftover hot dogs and vibing. ZD Solutions, really long-haired dude yoked his chit?
20 years ago.
Sean's been an absolute 5% body fat stud for as long as I've known him. We all go through, everyone gets in better shape here and there. Have you ever had a love handle?
I don't think so. I'm not sure. I can't even spell that.
I don't think he's capable of it. I didn't know Jeff Spicoli was a Green Beret.
That's a good one. I'll accept that one.
All right.
That's a good one.
All
I
right.
like that one.
Wow.
Oh, there's Chris Beerworth 8659, otherwise known as Washed Up Goon on Patreon. I ordered cigars and coffee with the $250 from the Patriotic Picture.
Well deserved.
Well deserved.
You know what? That's how you keep that figure.
Eyes, ears. The Tyler Robinson waited until the Kirk question sure looked like. I still don't know. Maybe I'm missing things that he's doing there.
Yeah.
Dwazi, squishy lion arms t-shirts. I know. Bruce Wayne, careful, Brent. You two may take down the live because of that murderous cigar. We were talking about this on Patreon. It's true. It's crazy. The sick amount of things that's on YouTube. There's just some degenerates and some really vile things on YouTube.
Yeah.
Cigar, you're
Right
out.
out.
See what I-
Right out.
What are we doing, YouTube?
See what I posted on the Patreon?
No.
The 4th of July post that I made, the flyer,
Okay.
ripped because it had a pew on it.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
It's
man.
a flyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You missed this earlier in the chats, but the people have been going crazy over Sean's toes, and they said in a toe competition, who would win, Bo's toes or Sean's?
There you go.
And then they also said that Sean's toes look like the guy with the strong hand on Scary Movie, the mashed potatoes. And then just another 11 Bravo said, has Sean ever stirred mashed potatoes with his feet? His feet don't even have body fat.
For the right amount of money, I'll stir any potato with my feet.
Just gotta subscribe to Sean.
Gosh.
The fan only fans.
Oh, man. I love that you made it to a live this time.
Thank you, buddy.
Lives are so much better. I love the live shows for this very reason. Brent, do arrests keep you out of SF, CIA, or Army? Depends on what you were arrested for.
And how long ago?
And how long
What
ago.
age were you? Yeah.
Yep, for
Yep.
sure. But not necessarily. That's without knowing more, that would be the right. Wingnut says, Devin, you did a fantastic job. I don't know if anyone noticed what time we started tonight.
8:01.
Right on
no.
the
It was
money.
right on 8.
No.
Not on my watch.
No.
Right on 8.
Not on my watch.
That's not GPS time.
This
It's not GPS time. Right
What?
on time. That's when we started. All right. All right. Here we go. Brent, any plan for Tier 1 podcast patches? That's not a bad idea, actually. I think that'd be a good one. I do. I think that'd be a good. We were looking at Tier 1 flags, like for the boat or for the gym or random things like that. And you can get them pretty cheap. But because it's not a logo per se, it's words.
Yeah.
Do you do a two-sided flag to ensure no matter which way you see it, you read it correctly? You can get it pretty cheap, just a one-sided flag. But I was thinking about doing flags and patches. That's probably next.
And challenge coins.
And challenge coins. I know. Let's see what we said. I know. We said we're going to play. I got it.
By we, you mean me?
That's right. The hamster fell off the wheel
And
for a
we need
second,
a
but
toast.
it hopped right back.
Oh, yeah.
Is this it? I don't remember who sings it. But we're here. Did you know who sings it?
They wanted the Pee Wee Herman version, but I
That's
guess
what this
they'll...
is. That's essentially from the movie.
Oh,
Do
we
you
got
know-
one more
Okay.
super chat that just came in from
Sonny!
Sunny.
Okay, I have so many questions. Brent, is this a gay thing or what? What? No. Devin, what is Brent's pet name? Oh, and he missed it, but it's
It is Squishy,
Okay.
aka Squeesh.
A.K.
Squeesh.
Squishy McSqueesherton.
Squishy butt. Squeesh.
Yeah, all right.
Skish.
I should have started this.
Yeah.
We could have just stopped it at
Sorry.
Squishy.
All right,
Okay,
got it.
okay, all right, got it. Are you doing the horse races on the weekends with the little stick, Brent?
Get it, buddy.
What? Are you doing the horse races on the weekend with the little stick?
Where people act like they're riding horses, but it's just the stick with the horse head, and they like jump over. Do you know what he's talking about?
Yeah.
I'm not doing this. Are you one of the furry people? No. What's going on here? Talk to me, Sonny's concerned about me.
No, it's because of his Oreo honey bun sweet tooth that I realized that he is a fat kid at heart. So I just gave him the name to match.
Yeah,
And he became squishy.
that is true.
Nutella. Brent
Oh,
loves
I'll
Nutella.
put down some Nutella. I will.
Disgusting.
Jars. Overseas, I would put down jars of Nutella. Absolutely.
So we doing a toast? Tequila.
Tequila.
Ready?
Who's
All
got
right.
a toast?
Sir. Let's get ready for it. But let's.
Line it up, Magnet. Beers up. Oh, we got some mezcal there.
Yes, I do.
And here we go. When's the next giveaway? Great question. I think we have a smaller version of a Pew Pew that's very tier 1. It will be modded out.
Two.
Tier 2.
No, not tier 2. Ready.
Two.
Yeah, so that'll be ready. We got a hatchet getting made from Brotherhood Blades. We got some things in the works. If they take too long, I'm thinking about getting a. Remember that site we saw at the outdoor event,
yeah, that
where it's a
was
night
badass.
vision with thermal overlay gun sight. That was a really cool one. I got to put hands on it, look through it. Looks like that worked.
Smaller one is done.
So
I
the
pick it
smaller
up
one's
tomorrow.
done.
I pick
All
it
right.
up tomorrow.
So we're gonna get right back on the giveaway. And I told Brotherhood Blades and said, "Hey, make this the coolest hatchet you've ever made." That was the left and right limits for Brotherhood Blades. So we got some cool giveaways coming up. Thank you for the question. I've stalled
Thank you to
enough to make
Brotherhood.
sure.
Well, thanks to not another 11 Bravo for the 2 that he did donate.
There you go. Just
Another 11.
say it again.
Just another 11
Just
Bravo.
another 11 Bravo. I don't know. It's just not 11. I don't know what that was. I don't know why I threw a not in there. Just another 11 Bravo is the source of those pew pews, and we're gonna make them. And we're gonna make them cool. But that's thank you to him, Sean. Toast us out, brother.
It's a simple toast. So, like we say cheers, and they say salud for tequila, for Zapoteca. So the guys I work with, they're all Zapoteca, and they speak Zapoteca in Espanol. They say dishbe. So
Dishbe.
dishbe means cheers, but it's a more family oriented, so more loving kind of thing. So dishbe.
But
Dishbe.
Night, y'all.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. We got Thursday Night Live after Thursday Night Live lined up. We got some really big guests coming in, continuing to come in this month. So stay tuned. Episode drops Monday, as always. And for the live, we'll see you next Thursday night. See you, Patriots.